Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
番組は多言語放送です。放送予定は suprememastertv.com/schedule。
Vegan, the reapers of heavenly merit.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Hi.
Hello, Master.
Guten Abend.
Good evening, Master.
I always call very late. Today is early already. Yeah, better than most. But if you wait a little longer, then you go to sleep. And yeah. I just call you guys because it seems like you have a more journalistic kind of half-baked reporter. But you're always ready.
Yes, Master.
And seems very happy and simple and natural. So we have some rapport. Yeah, good rapport.
Yeah.
I heard you had some questions from the team.
Yes, Master.
I'm ready.
Master, Pope Francis has agreed to meet with the French Sex Abuse Commission on a report that 330,000 kids were sexually abused between 1950 and 2020 by clergy, scout leaders, and lay employees of the French Catholic Church. Does Master have any comments on this development?
This guy again? Okay. If they agree to meet and discuss maybe something good, I just hope that Francis' negative energy will not affect these upright people who want to set the record right to claim justice for these poor, innocent, defenseless, and abused and tortured and raped and killed children.
Yes, Master.
I hope they're strong enough. If they go to see this Francis, they better recite God's name all the time. Protect themselves. Because if they're not strong enough, then the outcome will be opposite to what they wanted. Yeah. What do you think, huh? This so-called Pope Francis is not a Catholic or Christian at all. Anything is okay with him. Anything that he wants, including killing, murdering innocent babies or fetuses or children or, raping, anything, he couldn't care less.
Right.
He's okay with everything. And even extramarital physical relationships, sexual relationships, he's also okay.
Yes, Master.
It's a small thing to him. What means a small thing? It breaks up a family.
Right.
Yes.
It makes people divorce or, hating each other because of separation. You see, if they have children, they should never do this.
Yes.
They should never divorce. Because the children, sometimes they blame themselves. They are vulnerable. They don't know much.
Yes, Master.
And they're so pure, and they blame themselves, and then they become depressed. And then they could do other things like alcohol and drugs, or go out and be seduced by bad people, or bad gangsters and stuff like that, and then ruin their life before they are mature enough to understand what is what. A broken family for the children is very bad.
Yes, Master.
Adults are okay. Maybe they can. Not really okay. Some people commit suicide because of that. But mostly it's not okay.
Yes, Master.
With some rare exceptions. But this is different. It's different when you have to do something, to sacrifice for something else.
Yes, Master.
For a greater cause. But rarely it happens. So a broken family is not okay.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
And normally people are okay together until some third person comes along and then everything is broken.
Yes, Master.
That's no good. Not only that, maybe transmitted disease.
Oh, God. Yes.
With outside people, the third person, you don't know if he or she is clean or not.
Yes,
Right,
Master.
Master.
And then comes home, also infected the family.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. And if these two both are married, then the two families are broken. And if it's not coming out yet, then they are hiding and all that.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's not a good and dignified life to carry on. And most people are not enlightened even. So this kind of event is difficult for them to manage, especially if one is still in love with the other, like the wife still in love with the husband pretty much, or husband still in love with the wife very much.
Oh, yes,
Yes, Master.
And the other person is no longer in love because a third person came in.
Right.
So it's not sustainable. It's not wholesome.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
A marriage should be for friendship, not just for the outer or physical attraction, and also responsibility for family. Most marriages are stable.
Yes,
Like
Master.
I read somewhere that in America, 93% of husbands love and respect their wives very much.
Oh, very good.
So if the third person jumps in for any reason, and the Pope is even okay with that openly, that's a very, very bad statement to make.
Yes.
Being the head of the Catholic Church,
Yes, Master.
that's very bad for many families. Now they don't have to think twice anymore because the Pope says it's no big deal.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes, I
Master.
understand.
Suppose I say that to all of your brothers and sisters, will you be okay with me then? Honestly, tell me. You
No.
think I'm right then?
If Master says adultery is okay, no, we would say no.
If I say that to all your brothers and sisters, what do you think?
Oh,
You like that?
No, we don't like
Of course not.
No.
You probably leave me and go somewhere else. I don't know. CNN, Fox News, yeah, SBC, ADB, or whatever, yeah. To be a head of an organization or country, you have a big responsibility on your shoulders. You have to think twice before you speak.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, in China we say, before you speak, your tongue should be twisted 7 times.
Oh,
Meaning you have to think a lot. Be careful what you say,
yes. Yes,
because
Master.
it could hurt other people. Like this, he set the whole Catholic Church in flames. Anything they can do. All the priests can rape the children, and nothing will be done, no consequences. You can go out and fool around with anybody besides your wife or your husband, and that's okay also. He set the whole society in flames.
Yeah.
Not just the church reputation only, because the church very hugely influences society.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So he just blah blah. I think he drinks too much, that's why.
Oh.
Yeah, they're allowed to drink, you know.
Yes, Master.
They just eat a lot of meat and then they drink a lot of alcohol just to have more appetite, just to squeeze down that big turkey person, big chicken person, or big steak, ribs, all this the bleeding sentient beings, flesh, and then drink more wine, more alcohol, have party and whatever, and then they talk nonsense, talk wrong,
Yes, Master.
Yes,
and
Master.
don't even apologize. He has no idea of the consequences. Being so old already, not like he's a teenager or young man,
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
not like a young chick like me, no. Young and beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Master.
Pretty old. I'm pretty old. Okay, so this is not correct in any case, okay?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
All the Catholics, don't listen to this Francis. He's evil.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
You can see it. He wants to destroy the society structure by allowing all this sin to happen. and even put more fuel, gasoline onto the fire. See that?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So even if you don't believe me, you can see what he does, what he say, then you know he's evil, okay?
Yes, Master.
Or the mildest sentence would be he's an idiot, a retard.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And people voted for the wrong guy
Yes.
to be the head of the Catholicism.
Este es un papa ilegítimo. Ilegítimo porque fue nombrado no por el Espíritu Santo, sino por una mafia de cardenales. Mafia de cardenales es expresión que yo no uso. La utilizó precisamente el jefe de la conspiración, el cardenal Daniels, el cardenal europeo, jefe de la conspiración, que dijo que una mafia de cardenales, muerto de risa, con desparpajo y con descaro. Él confesó que con maniobras políticas prohibidas por la Iglesia, bajo pena de excomunión, esos cardenales eligieron a Francisco. Entonces, el origen de Francisco es un origen ilegítimo.
We have come to a point that even simple people with little knowledge of doctrinal issues understand that we have a non-Catholic Pope, at least in strict sense of the term.
In my own name and that of the entire Catholic community.
Prophecy by Archbishop George Brown, Ireland, 1551. But there is a new fraternity of late sprung up who call themselves Jesuits, which will deceive many, who are much after the scribes and Pharisees' manner. Among the Jews they shall strive to abolish the truth, and shall come very near to do it. These shall spread over the whole world, shall be admitted into the councils of princes, winking at their sins. Prophecies about the Catholic Church. Rome will lose the faith and will become the seat of Antichrist. Message from Our Lady of La Salette, Blessed Virgin Mary, vegetarian, received on September 19th, 1846. The agents of 666 now are loose in Rome and have entered into the highest places of the hierarchy. It will be bishop against bishop and cardinal against cardinal, till all that remains will come forward out of the cleansing. Message from Lord Jesus Christ, vegetarian, received on July 25th, 1977. Clergy in my houses, where are your straying sheep? Can you not reprimand the evildoer? Shall you consort with Satan, allowing all manner of foul conduct and abominations in my house? Cleanse your house now, pastor, for you are being judged. The Eternal Father looks into your heart. Your time grows short. All that is rotten will fall. Message from Lord Jesus Christ, vegetarian, received on November 1st, 1975.
We need to remember that we are followers of Jesus Christ, and his life, humanly speaking, ended in failure, the failure of the cross.
Que anuncian que por las venas de Jesús corre sangre pagana. Sangre pagana.
In the Vatican gardens, where they had a female shaman, and they brought in two of these statues, and they had everyone bowing down to them while the Pope sat on the side. And the media all over the world and Catholics everywhere who watched the opening ceremony thought, this is very odd. It looks like idolatry. It looks like a golden calf situation. And then throughout the remaining 2 to 3 weeks, these idols were placed in St. Peter's, by the altar of St. Peter's, and in a church called Santa Maria Traspontina, which is very near the Vatican,
etc.
He's going to destroy the Catholic reputation, and I am sorry for many other good priests in this system. Not all priests are bad like that.
Right.
Yes.
I'm sure many more are more worthy to sit in the Vatican than these Vatican people.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
I'm sure. They have more sense, more enlightenment, more responsibility, more morals, more virtues, more caring, more compassion, more love. At least all this is required to be a priest, not to talk about head priest.
Yes,
Master.
I don't know what century we are in now, and he just blah blah like that. He should rinse his mouth and just disappear.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
For the society's sake, For the sake of God and the church and all the priests on the teaching of Jesus, he should just disappear. Should get lost. That's what we should say. Get lost.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. To return the holiness and the sacredness to Catholicism. You understand me?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
All right. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did, Master. Thank you.
Because whenever you ask about this guy, I get mad. I never talk enough. I don't know how anybody still wants to talk about him. I don't.
Yes, Master.
Oh, sometimes I see him like a devil.
Oh.
I was shocked also. I was shocked because just theoretically, the way he says things, you think he's with the side of Satan. But when you really see the real hideous inside of him, you're shocked.
Wow.
I was shocked. I was very shocked to have a glimpse like that. So when I see his photo, well, I look away or I look down. I don't want to see him.
Right, Master.
Let his influence ruin me or hurt me in some way. I'm sorry, I'm not very pleasant. I'm never pleasant talking about these rotten apples, rotten people, okay?
Yes, Master.
They're not human. Normal humans, they have more love, you see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
More intelligence, more goodness, more virtues, more morals. He wants to teach the whole society bad things because people respect him, his position.
Yes, Master.
Supposed to be representing God. Oh dear. He must be representing Satan. Devils cannot be God.
Yes, right, Master.
God doesn't have this. God had the 10 Commandments for Moses to pass down.
Yes.
And he's destroying them. He makes society become more chaotic,
Yes, Master.
more confusing, and more rotten. For all this, he really has to go to hell. There's no need to ask me, okay?
Right, Master.
You can figure it out. Anybody can figure it out. Anybody has some little intelligence. Have I answered the whole question already?
Yes, Master. You have.
Okay, good. Any more?
Yes, Master. Until as recently as 1996, Canada's residential school system separated Indigenous children from their families and then sent them to those residential schools where they were malnourished, beaten, sexually abused, and even murdered.
Yeah.
And now it seems like Canada is setting aside 40 billion Canadian dollars or 31 billion US dollars to compensate
That's big money, yeah.
for the Indigenous children and their families. You think this is enough for that kind of compensation, Master?
No, it's never enough, but it's about time that they did something. The judicial system or the court requested that they make compensation long time ago, in 2016. So now it's 2021, huh? It's 5 years already, and they let it soaking.
Yes.
And only recently they found all these tombs, unmarked graves of the children.
Yes.
Dying without anybody even knowing. The family did not even know. Nobody knows. Dying in the dark, in suffering, in pain, in anguish, like that. And then they staring a little bit.
From late 1800s to late 1990s, more than 150,000 Indigenous children were forced to attend residential schools. These schools were operated by the Catholic Church on the behalf of the federal government. These schools were a front for a forced assimilation campaign. The children were barred from speaking their language. They suffered sexual and physical abuse at the hands of school authorities.
University of Alberta professor Crystal Gale Fraser says abuse was rampant.
I got hit like everybody else that spoke the language here. We got beaten. When one boy would start off a cry, it'll make us all cry. It was a lonesome cry. And for that reason, that boy would get beaten up for making everybody else cry.
We were made to feel ugly because we were told we were ugly. We were made to feel like we were nothing but dirt. And that has remained with me to this very, very day. It's I've never felt that I was good enough for anything.
One survivor said Indigenous people were labeled heathens by the Catholic Church, and nuns told the children they didn't have souls.
Sometimes kids would not show up in classroom. They would disappear for the next day, and We knew that they were gone, but we didn't know where they were gone.
Many students disappeared. They are now being found in unmarked graves.
Indigenous leaders say school deaths were underreported, and the actual number of children in unmarked graves across Canada could be in the tens of thousands.
We never talked about it, no. Just kept silent. Because we were afraid.
A genocide that happened here.
I do hope they really give the money. It's too late, but better than nothing.
Yes, Master.
And many already died. So how can you compensate a life when it's lost?
That's right.
So at least they take care of the present and the future children. That's the least they can do.
Yes, Master.
The least they should do. Never enough money to compensate for any life lost. Not just one life even.
Yes, Master.
And the way they die. The Catholic system and all of them make the world become hellish.
Yes, Master.
They will be responsible in hell because that is what they sow and they will reap it. If they did not reap already, they will. Believe me.
Yes, Master.
This is the law of the universe. Nobody can escape. Nobody can. Even if the world ignores you or tries not to persecute you because you are a big shot in the church or whatever, oh, hell will not relent.
Yes, Master.
God is not mocked. God will not be mocked. These kinds of sins in broad daylight in the whole world, how can God or heaven not see?
Yes,
Master.
So it's just a matter of time only. This evil will pay, and pay dearly. They will regret the day they was born. They will never have time to even think of anything. They will forget all God's angels, all the names of the saints. They will not be allowed to remember anymore. They cannot call out for help. Even if people pray for him or for them, or if they repent, these sins never can be erased. They will be in hell forever. When I talk about that, I feel pain again. Let me have a drink. Sip of water, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
You know, all these priests, because they have too much luxury.
Yes, Master.
More than a normal person even has.
Yes.
Alcohol is the worst thing that you can take for yourself. But they allow it in abundance. They can drink any time.
Yes.
Yes.
But Jesus did not drink.
Yes.
Forbid intoxicants.
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
Or that in Buddhism, in any case. In Catholicism, the same, no?
Yes.
And they know it. Alcohol will lead you to many other sins. Even though it seems harmless, you know, it doesn't seem like it harms anybody, but it will. You see, people drink alcohol and they drink and drive and they kill others.
Yes.
Yes.
Or they make a car crash and kill many at the same time. Or they brawl in the bar and kill or wound each other.
Yes.
Yes.
Or they go home and beat their wife and kids. It happens all the time. Everybody knows it.
Yes,
The
Master.
research, violence because of being drunk, drinking too badly, and then go home, don't understand anything anymore. They do many bad things, including raping others as well. So all these Catholic priests, they don't know anything about precepts, commandments, and virtuous life. All these people who abuse and rape children, etc., or murder them, or those who work for them, same system.
Yes,
Master.
They abuse their position, their privilege. In Buddhism, if you are a monk, you know all this, and you never touch alcohol anyway.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And they don't touch meat even. It's only a small number of, they call it Hinayana, meaning the smaller vehicle. They eat meat. But mostly they go out begging, you know, most of them. Begging. So whatever they are given, they eat.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
It's not like so rich like the Catholic Church, or the priest can eat meat and drink wine every day. And if they go to visit any of the followers, they also offer them the same. It's like a normal thing. All this forbidden stuff is a normal daily practice, daily usage for the Catholic priest. You see that?
Yes.
Yes.
All this is taboo. Meat, wine, and then come down to women or men. These things are taboo for priests.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Normally, priests are not even married. Otherwise, what's the difference between the normal taxi driver and them?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the taxi drivers are even more honest, more morally good, and they are responsible for their family. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
They don't drink and drive, for example, like that, and they take care of their family. They work hard. Not like these priests have nothing to do, just repeat the Bible and live in luxury on the sweat and tears of their followers, just because the followers are good, believing in Jesus and God. So they cannot see God. They cannot see Jesus anymore, so they hold on to the priest.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And that's how they can abuse them. They can take advantage of them and abuse their children even, not just taking their money and eat and live well, but even abuse their children. And nobody did anything all these hundreds of years. How many people died? How many people bleed? How many people were injured and lost their lives in the hands of these pedo priests?
Yes, Master.
My God. Normal thieves or burglars, they put them in jail. And some even have their hands chopped. If your hands do something wrong, they chop your hands off.
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yeah, and these priests, they continue to live and live happily ever after, all the time.
Yes.
I don't know why people give them immunity. I don't know who are they to have immunities and such. Because a criminal is a criminal, no matter who they are. If the president of the United States, for example, does this kind of thing, they put him in jail, man.
Yes, Master.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, or they might kill him even, they might execute him.
Yes.
So I don't understand why these pedo priests are enjoying immunity. Nobody can enjoy immunity for killing, raping, molesting others, especially the children.
Yes, Master.
Even God doesn't have this right. Even God cannot claim this right to do that.
Yes, Master.
I dare say that to God. And God knows I'm speaking the truth. A criminal is a criminal.
Yes.
Master.
In the old times, even kings and queens, if they did something wrong, sooner or later, the people will revolt against them and kill them, snatch the throne from them and their possessions and their position from them.
Yes, Master.
So I don't know who are these pedo priests that enjoy immunity. Immunity for what? From what? And why? Will anybody answer me? Will the so-called Pope and the priest answer me this? A criminal is a criminal. And more so criminal if she is a priest, because they know the right things. And they did the opposite. They did the wrong one. Hurting others, hurting children. You understand me?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. They don't even pick on their own size.
Yes, Master.
They pick the little weak, defenseless, and vulnerable children whose parents are paying them lavishly so that they can live such a luxury life.
Yes, Master.
As a priest is supposed to live more modestly.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Many priests in Jesus' time that did not live like this. Many priests, even after Jesus' time, they sometimes even go into the desert, eating olive bread and olives. It's recorded in books.
Yes.
In books that are left behind for us.
Yes, Master.
How the priests lived their lives in a remote area or far away, doing penance every day, praying every day, and living an almost ascetic life. Same with the Buddhist monks and nuns. Not all of them, of course, but if they're real monks and nuns, truly, They should live a more modest way of life.
Yes, Master.
I don't see any Catholics doing that. I don't see any Catholic priest doing that. So it is a very bad example for the society. And even foul-mouthed, saying everything is okay. All the sins okay. But funny, why gay marriages are not okay?
Yes, Master. True.
And we talked about that before already. Isn't that strange?
Yes.
Yeah, very.
Huh. And then the Pope Francis, when he wasn't elected yet, he never saw the normal people who complained to him about their children being molested when he was still in Argentina. And he did not see them. But then he saw all the famous people. It's written. It's reported on the news.
Yes, Master.
It's not I who said it. These people are still alive, and they tell the truth.
Father Karadima has been since proven guilty by the Vatican of sexual abuses. He's here, still in the C9.
They will stay as long as the Pope wants them there.
Thank you very much.
It seems then that only the Pope has the power to punish his cardinals. So why doesn't he take stronger action? Maybe because he too faced accusations in his homeland of Argentina long before his election.
En el caso de los sacerdotes pedófilos, dice que esto nunca pasa en mi diócesis.
Nunca que él quiera admitir. Es una mentira.
¿Quién intentó a contactar a Bergoglio?
¿Quién intentó?
Sí.
Yo intenté. Todos. Yo también. Todos, sí.
¿Todos?
Sí, sí.
¿Y quién tuvo una respuesta?
Nunca. Nadie.
A todos los famosos del mundo, Leonardo DiCaprio también fue a mostrarle el Oscar, a todos les abre las puertas.
Pero no,
y a nosotros no nos mandan ni una tarjetita para decir lo siento mucho.
No espero nada, no le creo nada.
Y sufrí mucho la decepción y me dolió mucho que Bergoglio no haga nada. Y todo el mundo a mí me decía que le escriba porque él me iba a contestar. Y sufrí mucho. Y estoy muy decepcionada.
In another case concerning other victims, some believe he willfully tried to divert the course of justice. It's the Father Grassi case, the biggest pedophilia scandal in the Argentinian church. In 2009, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison, but the Argentinian church did all in its power to have him acquitted. This 2,800-page counter-inquiry is a confidential, internal Argentinian church legal text. Inside, the children are accused of falsifications, lies, deceit, and invention. The conclusion is clear. The court's decision was wrong. Father Grassi had to be acquitted on appeal. This work was commissioned in 2010 by the Argentine Episcopal Conference, and notably by its then president, Cardinal Bergoglio, now Pope Francis.
En el caso Grassi, ¿ha intentado influir la justicia argentina? ¿No? Perché pidió este estudio en el caso Gracia.
Papa Kiko.
Para nada.
Yeah, I told you already, the same right now. He will see the big shots, but he doesn't care about the commoners, the downtrodden. He just said, oh, help the poor, help the poor. All this is just hypocrisy. Just for show. He just said, oh, help the poor, help the poor. All this is just hypocrisy. Just for show. He did some of the so-called humility act, kissing, washing the feet of the criminals and all that. Yeah, just for show. Because he knows by doing that, people will worship him. We think he's a saint, he's a good priest. It's just a show. It's an empty gesture. No love.
Yes, Master.
Whatever you do, if you don't have love, it's just an empty gesture.
Right.
Yes.
It's just a calculated kind of performance, like theater.
Yes, Master.
But most of the people, they're vulnerable, and they believe in God, and they believe in Jesus, so they don't see this. Just like when you're in love with someone, you're supposed to be blind. You don't see the loved one, the one that you adore. You don't see their faults. You don't see their bad demeanor, anything. All your family, all your friends can see it, but you don't.
That's right.
And woe to them if they say it to you. They will quit you. They will run away from you with their lovers.
Yes, Master.
That is the case. It even happened to the royal family in England. You know that already, with Prince Harry even.
Yes.
Because his family told him, wait a little while. It's not yet for sure. You have to learn to know more about the girlfriend first. So he didn't like that. They should worship her the way he does. So similarly, the people who believe in God and Jesus, they're in love with God,
Yes, Master.
with the ideal of God that is so all merciful, all perfect. And Jesus was the sacrifice saint, Son of God. So there's love so much, all this idealistic thinking, picture, image, that they don't see anything wrong with the priest. They entrust all their precious children to them.
Yes, Master.
And then they have the chance and the opportunity to abuse them, to rape them, to kill them. It's not the parents' fault. It's nobody's fault except these evil pedo priests. And any so-called Pope condones that by being silent. It's the same.
Yes.
Silence is acceptance.
Yes, Master.
It's the same. They're the same evil. They're called accomplices.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, in our society, if somebody murders somebody and you condone it or you help, then you're also an accomplice and they also put you in jail. Is that not so?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, it is all clear. And in some countries, they would kill them right away for molesting children. These priests, what do they have better than anybody else?
Nothing.
They also eat all kinds of meat. They also drink all kinds of alcohol.
Yes.
And they also live in a good house, better than many poor people houses. In the church, they have rooms, they have houses for priests on site.
Yes.
Better than many millions of poor people.
Yes, true, Master.
And one mouth saying helping the poor, on the other mouth just stuffing in all this bloody dead carcass, murdered innocent animal people.
Yes, Master.
I don't see anything good about the priesthood in the Catholic religion. I don't see anything good in most of the priests at all. But before, I did not think too much like this.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
I just let them be also. I also have reverence for them because I thought that's the way they believe. So I even made donations anytime I can. And some priest kept giving me this wafer. Anytime I gave a donation, he gave me a wafer and blessed me and all this kind of prayers for me. And I just stood there and accepted it to make him happy. And there's another priest who told me, pray for the priest. Just have to pray for the priest. People must pray for the priest. That's what he kept telling me. Yeah. And another priest, too many I can't remember. I just remember some recently during my travels. And one of the priests told me, the church has enough money. Don't worry. You give this to Haiti. At that time, they had an earthquake some years ago, in 2009 or something. They said, give it to the Haitian people. I said, okay, sir, but I don't have any means right now. I'm in the hospital. I'm sick. Could you please accept it and find a way to give it to them? Because right now I don't have anybody to help me to do this. So he accepted. So some priests are really good.
Yes.
And many others I forgot. Yeah, sometimes I put in the charity box. Yes.
Yes, Master.
Sometimes just on the street I just bow and then I give donation. Or at the airport or wherever. Because that priest was in a hospital. I think he's a hospital priest. Or he comes to pray for people whenever they request. They have a little chapel in the hospital where I was before. I had an operation,
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
a very dangerous one. So I just happened to see him, so I wanted to give donation. That's what he said.
Wow.
The church has enough money. Don't worry, he said that. Give it to the Haitians. They need it right now. Yeah. So he finally accepted it for the Haitian people. I'm sure he would send it.
Yeah.
I trust him. Or any monk, even the monks in other countries, They eat meat also.
Yeah, yes.
But I also have a reverence. I don't discriminate. If they dedicate their life for their ideal and they were misled, it's not their fault. So I still give donations to them personally. I don't have receipts to prove it to you, but...
We believe you, Master.
Well, there are some witnesses sometimes. Sometimes if I have somebody nearby, then I ask that person to go and give so they don't have to come and thank me. But they always run back to me. Point a finger at me. Point finger at me. And then I have to stand there enduring all the blessing and all the praise and all the touching my head and whatever.
Oh.
I'm very scared of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what can I do?
Yeah.
Sometimes I can run away quickly, but sometimes I cannot. In the airport, you cannot run. You are queuing. And your flight is taking off soon.
Yeah.
You can't run anywhere.
Yeah.
Besides, if you just queue and then suddenly you take all your belongings and run fast, the police will think something's wrong with me.
Yes, right.
You know, there are cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
You're queuing and it's your turn already and you just run like that? And with all your luggage and your handbag and your small suitcase.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just take them and take off like that? You know, you wouldn't think like that, would you?
No.
Yeah, okay. So you have to stand there enduring it all in front of everybody.
No.
Embarrassing as it is.
Yes.
Other people don't know why the monk suddenly comes to me and puts his hands on my head and then murmurs all mantras and sutras. It takes a long time. He has good intentions.
Yes, I understand.
So I have to accept that, accept his blessing. I was also grateful that he blessed me. It's not like I'm not grateful. It's just in front of everybody. It's a little bit awkward.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. And I did not ask for it. I gave unconditionally for the Buddha's love,
Yes, Master.
for the love of monkhood, for their ideal, simple life, simple and holy life. What were we talking about up to now? What was it before?
Originally, we were talking about the indigenous children.
Oh, no, that's too far. Okay, I remember now. The reverence for the monks and the priests of all religions. For the Muslims also, if I have a chance. If I know he's a Muslim mullah, teacher, or nuns, or Jain priest, or Sikhs, I have reverence for all of these people.
Yes, Master.
Up until recently, when all this hellish news broke loose,
Yes, Master.
Yes.
then I looked more deeply into what happened to the holy teaching of Jesus and the sacred church, which symbolized the love of God,
Yes.
the moral standard for humans,
Yes.
the refuge for the tired and downtrodden in the society. They come in and take refuge and pray and feel tranquil and at peace.
Yes, Master.
It's not a whorehouse. They made them into whorehouses. Worse than a whorehouse. You cannot say even that's a whorehouse. They make it into a murder house, a slaughterhouse of innocent children.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Make a church into a hell.
Wow.
Of course, what do you think? For that kid,
Yes,
Yes,
right,
Master.
crushed by the weight of this fat, big priest, is hell.
Yeah.
For him, for her, is hell.
Yes, Master.
You don't have to believe me. Just imagine if it's you.
Yeah, God.
Anybody can imagine this and cannot forgive this priest.
No.
That individual at the center of their stories was Father Michael J. Poulicaire.
He would invite altar boys to go on fishing trips, a sleepover, and the only place for you to stay was with Father in his room, because that's all there was Father's double bed. I was the runt. I was a small kid. There was no way that I could have done anything. I mean, he was 200 and some pounds. I was 98 pounds soaking wet. He's on top of me. I'm not going anywhere until he got off me, and that's when I crawled out of bed and laid on the floor in a fetal position.
Rita Milla endured the pain alone as well. I was abused as a teenager by one priest who later invited other priests. And eventually it ended up being 7 priests who abused me.
Whatever you want to understand, you just imagine if it's you who is the victim.
Yeah.
That's very simple. That's why I have pain, because I can imagine it.
Yes, Master.
I can feel it. The energy doesn't run away from the atmosphere. It hangs around in the ether.
Yes, Master.
Whatever you did wrong to others, it's hanging in there.
Yes.
And it's also hanging around you. So your aura is black, murky.
Wow.
You don't have any light the way all the saints do. No matter how many people bow to you or kiss you or you know where, you're still not a saint. People can see your aura. You see the halo around you?
Yes, Master.
The halo around you supposed to be bright,
Yeah.
either colorful or white or golden, exceptionally bright. It cannot be dark,
Yes, Master.
especially for priests or monks. If you don't have it, well, good luck, you will be in hell. Because you don't do anything for the society and you just eat free, wear free, live free, drive free.
Yes, Master.
You owe so much to the society. And you don't practice diligently, you don't practice virtuously, sincerely, then you owe all this debt. So either you reincarnate to be a slave or something, one after another to pay all this debt, or you go to hell. Depends on how deep your sin is.
Yes, Master.
It is very scary, but all these priests, they had it too good. They don't remember. They don't understand it. And they just think Jesus sacrificed to erase their sin. No, Jesus did that when he was alive for his disciples and maybe their relatives and friends and whomever he met.
Yes, Master.
But after the master, any master dies, no more of this blessing, no more of this grace.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Other masters have to do it. It is very scary, but all these priests, they had it too good. They don't remember. They don't understand it. And they just think Jesus sacrificed to erase their sin. No, Jesus did that when he was alive
Yes.
for his disciples, yeah, and maybe their relatives and friends and whomever he met.
Yes, Master.
But after the master, any master dies, no more of this blessing, no more of this grace.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Other masters have to do it. Just like a dead professor cannot teach you. Maybe he left some books for you, but you need the living to explain it to you.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, or the chemical test or in the laboratory and all that. You need hands-on experience, okay?
Yes.
From a living professor.
That's right, Master.
And in any case, a church is a sacred place. It's for worshiping God and for redeeming yourself and for giving refuge and healing and comfort to the faithful. Not for you to rape children, is it?
No. No.
It's a very simple question, right?
Yes, Master.
So I don't know how they tolerate all this time, and all the governments ignore all this time. I mean, most governments, most cases gone swept under the carpet, like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
So they can continue to do it. It's too good. Why wouldn't they? Huh? A priest in one lifetime, you don't know how many children he harms. Physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, they lost faith. That is the most important point.
Yes, Master.
If you lose spiritual faith, you're finished. You're nothing. You're an empty shell. That's what all the pedo priests do to the children. Worse than killing them.
Yes, Master.
They die in anguish. Having no faith, cannot even pray to God when they die. Most people, they pray before they die. There's a priest next to them and prays for them with them.
Yes, Master.
These children, they stay in God's house, being taken care of by God's people, and die in anguish without any ounce of faith in them left, if they could even think of anything.
Yes, understand.
Or being raped in a locked room with nobody there to help them, to defend for them. Completely delivered and ruined, done, the whole lifetime. not just that moment only.
Yes, Master.
Anything that happens in childhood, you remember forever.
That's true, Master.
Especially these ugly, cruel, wicked, devilish impressions from a priest, from the one that you worship and trust.
Yes,
Do
Master.
you understand how these pedo priests crush their life to the core?
Yes, Master. We
Crush
understand.
everything that they have. Crush everything that God has given to these children. They crush it all finished by their raping sexual act on the children.
Yes, Master.
Their effect is deep. It's forever. It's killing, it's murdering them. Not just physically.
Yes, Master. Yes.
I'm also a survivor of child sexual abuse from when I was very young, over a number of years, by more than one priest. My story can't cover all of the suicides and the addictions. It can't cover all of the mental wounds, the acute mental illness, the chronic mental illness that people will courageously manage, all of the medical illnesses, the autoimmune diseases born of the heightened cortisol that happens when you live constantly in fear, and the loneliness and the isolation and the fear, all of the rejection. We are the damaged goods of our age.
I am a survivor of clergy sex abuse. Abuse of a child is the closest that you can get to murder and still possibly have a breathing body before you. When a child has been abused, particularly by someone whom they trust, you have destroyed the child. You have mortally wounded the spirit and the soul of that child. This is particularly true when the abuser is a priest. You have taken the most holy elements of that child, his connection to God, his innocence and his trust, his faith and his love, and used it as a conduit for evil. You have betrayed it and you have destroyed it. Truly, this is the devil's best work.
Before you die, you should remember God. These children cannot even.
Yes, Master.
They never had enough time to think about God, and they die like that. They also cannot go to heaven because they don't remember God. They hated God at the time of death because they crushed them. And if not, they live the whole lifetime hating God. Why God doesn't help them? Why God did not take care of them? Why God let these priests live in all luxury and crush them like that?
Yes, Master.
So the whole lifetime they will live in hatred of God, and they will go to hell also.
Oh, God.
This is the thing that you should consider and worry about, not just about their physical damage or death even.
Yes, Master.
God has created humans. Humans must always remember God, so that at the time of death you won't forget. But as a child, their faith is already crushed into powder like that. How would they live in God anymore?
Yes,
Unless it's a miracle that happens, or some enlightened person helps them somehow to regain their faith, to repair their damage inside out. Otherwise, these kids are ruined. Done.
The scars of sexual abuse on a child can last a lifetime, and a local man who says he was abused by a Roman Catholic priest is sharing his story.
He has filed a lawsuit and says he has led a tortured life, but he also says he survived while many of his classmates did not.
And I was brutally sodomized by Father Unger.
You were raped.
I was raped. I know for a fact that these children, my friends in my classroom, were brutally and viciously sodomized just like me.
He says all 6 of those classmates lived tortured lives and are now gone. 2 from suicide, the others from drugs and alcohol.
They didn't make it. They're dead because they were sodomized. Isn't that crazy? Rape a little kid and he dies 20 years later. It doesn't matter. He was raped. He is dead because they couldn't deal with it.
He's a priest, he's a father, he's near God, he's like God, the Christ is living in him. He cannot do something like this. I prefer to have been shot by a gun, or if I have just a leg handicap, it's okay, I can live my life. But here it's a murder inside of your heart and of your soul, because it's about faith also. So it's like something is dead in me.
If they don't become gangsters or drug dealers, then it's a miracle already.
Yes, Master.
With such an experience like that, how can a kid survive? How?
They can't.
Destroys them.
Yeah, destroys completely.
The whole life.
Yeah, they're walking around living like a zombie.
Yes, Master.
That's what I hate about it.
They also don't have the support of their parents sometimes, because the parents believe in the priest. And even the abused child would report to the parents that this happened, but the parents don't believe.
Yes. Nobody would. Nobody could.
Yes,
Master.
Until now. Maybe some still don't believe. But at least somebody says something nowadays and report something and has some evidence. So they're going to deal with it, maybe in a lawful way as well, okay? Because no matter what, a priest is still a citizen of the world.
Yes, Master.
He's not in heaven. Whatever he does in the world, he has to be responsible for it, good or bad.
Yes,
Yes.
And if he's a priest from France, then he's a French citizen as well. Just like some people have two jobs.
Yes,
Master.
Like my ex-husband, he was a medical student or medical graduate already, but he was driving a taxi, so he was a taxi driver as well.
Yeah.
President Putin said that he was driving a taxi to make ends meet when he was poorer.
Yes.
Yeah, you never know where fate leads you, hey?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
So these pedo priests cannot be forgiven.
No.
Not in the eyes of the law, and not in the eyes of God either. My God, I really pity them because I don't know what awaits them. Even if all the governments in this world let them go free, hell will not. The more they are free and the more they enjoy and the more molesting in this world, the more hell they will experience.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
They will not know. They will cut them into pieces. They will burn them alive. They will put them in oil and they will make them jump into the nail pond and stuff like that. And they won't die. They will just experience pain forever, but they won't die. Not like you have a physical body, you have too much pain, you can die.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Or take pills or kill yourself, whatever. In hell, you cannot.
Yes.
Yes.
Horrible.
It's horrible. It's such a pitiful fate, and they don't even know it. They don't believe in such thing. That's why they're there.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
They truly don't believe in God. These pedo priests and pop, they are antichrist, anti-churches, anti-God. You can see it well.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
They're from hell, and to hell they will return. They will never come back to become human again. Or at least many millions of years after, enduring forever pain and suffer more than what they made the children suffer.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Because this is the way it is. It's not like you make one mistake and then another will make the same mistake to punish you one time. No. It's not like that. And especially if you are in the priesthood, you've been taught to have morals, compassion.
Yes, Master.
If you did not have it, at least you are taught to have compassion, love, and kindness to others the way they do it. Do they have any of that?
No, Master.
No, they're worse than evil. They're worse than the criminals in the world. They're worse than serial killers.
Yeah.
The serial killers, they just kill and they die. These children, they live in anguish. They live half dead. They live like zombies. They cannot enjoy life after all this experience.
Yes, Master.
So from now on, I look on them differently.
Yes.
I don't think I will bow to any priest and give donations anymore. Not that they even need. They don't care about all this dignity or real respect, nothing. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done such damage, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And murderous actions towards the innocent, defenseless. Some even as young as 3, 4, 5, 6. You heard it. You heard it.
Yes,
You saw it, okay, in the news. He's still alive, not like history. And the government did nothing. It is the journalists, the reporters mostly, that are finding out about it and listening to the stories of the children, of the survivors.
Yes, Master.
Because, as you say, the parents don't even believe it.
Yes.
Who would? The parents, I told you, they're in love. When they're in love, they're blind. So many people even marry murderers from prison.
Yes.
Inside the prison, they go there, they visit, and suddenly fall in love, and they're married also in prison. Murderers.
Yes, Master.
They don't see anything anymore. They're just in love.
Yes, Master.
So many marriages, love at first sight marriages, are often broken because they're too much in love and they don't see any blemish from their partner, from their life partner, until it's too late.
Yes, Master.
And then sometimes they suffer abuse, suffer violence at their partner's, lovers' hands. And some still continue being in love and forgiving
Yes, Master.
until they're dead. Or until somebody found out and interfered, or the police found out something, because they had to go to the hospital, and the story comes out because of the wound, the injuries.
Yes, Master.
Otherwise, nobody would know that she or he suffered abuse or violence at home. Many violent acts occur at home. After they drink, they can't remember anything anymore. Who is wife? Who are you?
Yeah.
In the old time, there's a story about somebody who is forced to do one sin from the 5 precepts. He has to do one thing wrong. Either kill his mother, or beat his wife, or go stealing until he is caught so that they can catch him and punish him or jail him or kill him. Something like that. Or to drink alcohol. So he chose to drink alcohol because he thought that's only him. He could just get drunk and not harm anybody else, okay?
Yes.
But after they gave him alcohol and he kept drinking, he liked it, he drank more, and then he went home and talked nonsense. Then the mother scolded him and then he killed her. And then the wife came to try to interfere, to stop him. Then he also beat her up. And then he went stealing things and did all kind of things in this kind of stupor, drunkenness and such situation. So he broke all 5 precepts.
Yeah.
He committed all 5 sins, all because of alcohol.
Yes, Master.
Also in a recent report, they also do research, they report alcohol is the most troublesome
Yes.
compared to many others, even compared to drugs.
Yes.
Alcohol is worse than drugs to make people become the worst of themselves. It brings out the worst in people when they are drunk.
Yes, Master.
And drunken driving also kills a lot on the road. And they go to jail and all that.
Yes, Master.
Or beating people or killing people when drunk and don't even remember. Or remember, but it's too late. Yeah, when people are drunk, they don't remember anything. They do anything. At that time, the inhibiting nature or the moral standard that they have known is all gone.
Yeah.
They're completely free of anything, good or bad.
Yes, Master.
They have no fear, no rational thinking, no reason, no logic. Nothing appeals to them. They just do anything and don't feel any responsible remorse or kind of consideration, nothing.
Right.
Too drunk. The brain is dead at that time.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. And all the organs and all the nerves are controlled by alcohol. Alcohol frees you from all kinds of conscience, moral, consideration, love, hate, anything. So anybody touches you, you just give him back a piece of your punch and then kill people or injure yourself by falling down, whatever.
Yeah.
They say alcohol is the worst thing of all the harmful substances, including drugs and other stuff.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
A new startling study comparing the damage alcohol does to your brain versus marijuana.
What they found was that drinking alcohol was associated with long-term changes in the structure of both gray and white matter of the brain. Now, this seems to indicate that alcohol may actually be worse for your brain than smoking marijuana.
There is one drug you won't see on there, even though it is a hell of a lot more dangerous than pot or even cocaine. That's alcohol. The thing about alcohol is it's really bad for you, lethally bad for you. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say there are 88,000 deaths each year attributable to alcohol. About 25,000 of them are just direct overdoses. Then there's all the other nasty stuff alcohol leads to. It's a big contributor to violence, to crime, to addiction. It breaks up families. It gives people cancer. It gives them liver failure.
We pulled together an expert panel and we used this new technique called multi-criteria decision analysis. And that looks at all the kinds of harms that a drug can do, from whether it can kill you when you take it to whether it actually causes environmental problems. We discovered there were 16 separate harms. And we ranked all the drugs on those harms, and then we weighted the harms. And amazingly, out of that, to my surprise, alcohol came top. Alcohol was the most harmful drug in the UK. And when you look at the reasons for that, you see it's because the social harms of alcohol are so enormous. The harms due to health costs, due to road traffic accidents, due to violence in the streets, domestic violence, those are the ones that make alcohol in the UK the most harmful drug.
And the priests in Catholicism are allowed to drink as much as they want, of course. Who is there to control them? And they have money.
Yes.
They have donations all the time.
Yes, Master.
If not, they can ask from the Vatican. Yeah. If you don't ask for a lot, you will have it. Or at least one of the faithful would feel sorry and then give it to you. They don't even know what you're doing with it. They think you give it to the poor or do something holy and sacred with that money. You see, they trust you. They give it to you.
Yes,
And then you can go and drink and whatever. And after you're drunk, you know nothing anymore.
Yeah.
But these priests, they are not doing it when they're drunk only. It doesn't seem like that only.
Yes.
They just did it because they want to. Because they have this satanic tendency within them or are being affected by others, influenced by other priests. If he can do it, you can.
Yes.
Master.
Just like if you're with good people, you become good. If you're with bad people, you become bad.
Right, Master.
They say, tell me who your friends are, then I know who you are. Yeah, in Vietnam we say gần mực thì đen, gần đèn thì sáng. If you are messing with the ink, then you become blackened. Eh?
Yes.
If you're near under the light, then you can see everything clearly. It's just a parable.
Yes, Master.
Meaning you should choose wisely your
Yes.
company, your friends.
That's right.
I'm done with that question.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Thank
Master.
you.
Have I answered completely?
Oh, yes, very complete. Thank you.
I could never talk enough about all these things. But just let it be that for now.
Yes, Master.
Because I'm boiling inside whenever I think of that. I have to shut it down in order to work. But whenever I'm not working, I cannot bear it. The pain is just terrible. I'm feeling also frustrated, like useless, helpless. I cannot rescue these children. And it's still happening, and it will continue to happen if nobody does anything, if the government turns the blind eye, and if the so-called chief of the Vatican encourages it by his talk.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Okay, any more from the team?
Yes, Master.
Tell.
A few days ago, Francis has cited a new book on nun abuse as like a warning to the superiors. So the book Veil of Silence, Abuse, Violence, Frustrations in Female Religious Life is basically portrays everyday abuse. Mostly it's psychological and spiritual, which has a lot of negative consequences because these nuns end up questioning their faith and even end up questioning God and the church. And they could in turn end up on the streets or even take refuge in a home for abused people. Is Master aware of this news that the Pope has cited this book?
Normally I would brush it aside because I'm not surprised anymore all this evil that they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay? The thing is, this Catholicism, they don't have any moral guidance. They are not enlightened, that's the problem.
Yes, true.
Most of them are not. How can they be enlightened if they don't have any master to open their eyes for them and to connect with God and to see the inside God's light and to hear God's word?
Yes, Master.
In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word, the sound, the silent sound, the Word without words. the sound without sound. They don't hear any of those. They don't see any light.
Yes.
They don't connect with God. They're just normal, worse than normal people. Go inside there because nothing else to do, or run away from society. Go in there just to be some big shot, being nourished by people, worshipped by the faithful, and just doing not much.
Yes, Master.
If some people do some charity and work taking care of orphanages and all that, it's not too bad. But mostly they don't need to do much. They don't need to.
Yes, Master.
And then they're bored, they're frustrated. They don't have any faith even in God, including these mother superiors.
Wow.
They're just common people, worse than common people. The common people, they have things to do, they have goals, they have work, they have jobs,
Yes.
they have responsibilities. So they have more variety in their lives. The nuns, they just close in the cluster and doing not much all day long,
Right.
except prayer time and all that.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
What for are you praying when you are not having anything within you?
True.
I'm sure some nuns and priests are sincere when they pray, but not all of them. Most of them are not. Just take it like a job, an easy job. Easy job, have everything, all privileges, immunity even, from murder, from rape, and from embezzlement, whatever, whatever in the society is forbidden. They can do it all in broad daylight.
Yes, Master.
And even the government knows doesn't do anything,
Yeah.
turn the blind eye, because they don't want to touch it.
Yes, Master.
They're afraid the people will say, oh, oppression of religion.
No.
Yeah. They could turn it around and make it like that.
Yes.
And the outsider understands nothing, the faithful understands nothing, also rise up. And it becomes like a revolution, religious revolution, and then killing again each other. Now, many times we have war because of religions.
Yes,
Yeah,
Master.
yes, Master.
Yeah, the war within religions. It's still going on.
Yes.
And apart from that, they make war with little children, defenseless children, unarmed children.
Yes, Master.
Their parents feed them, feed the priests until they're fat and big and strong. And then they use all that to go against their children. They're weak and defenseless and small children.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
This is the utmost devil, evils of all. Just like you bite the hand that feeds you. You hurt the children of the people who feed you, who support you, who believe in you and who worship you, at least revere you.
Yes, Master.
Because you live the holy life, the ideal life that they could not. But they don't know. The common people outside, they're working honestly and they still believe in God in their heart. They are more pure, more good than these pedo priests.
Yes, Master.
They should be in jail, should be locked inside forever so they don't ever harm one hair of any other children again. That's what I would do if I'm the government.
Yes, Master.
Because otherwise they continue to harm the children. Once they taste something like that, they will not let go.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
It's become a habit. So easy. Why not?
Yes, Master.
And one learns from another, so that all the priests become rotten and corrupt. Because after all, they're just normal men. They have hormones in them.
Yes, Master.
And then nobody checks on them, nobody does anything. They're so free to do whatever they want, including raping children and killing them. They're out of control.
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
All these priests must be cast out of society or imprisoned to prevent more harm to the children. My God.
Yes.
The government has to protect the children because the children are their citizens.
Yes.
And the priests are also their citizens. To jail them doesn't mean punishment. It's to help them even.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So they have more time to think about it.
Yes.
And in the prison, they can learn to do some craft and do something at least more useful to the society than just sitting in $1,000,000 houses or driving luxury cars or eating in first class restaurant or whatever.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yeah, and live every day well. And then doing harm to the people who feed them, who clothe them,
Yes.
who pay tax for the churches, or who give donations every time they go to the church. They are the ones who keep the priests alive and well. And they turn around harming their children, their patron's children. Do you hear me?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
The parents of the children who are keeping them alive and well and good and prestigious.
Yes,
So this is a betrayal also to someone who helps you, who feeds you, who clothes you,
Yes, Master.
who pays tax to keep you also, not just donations. In some countries, they have church tax and it's automatic, like a teaching system or something. You give 1/10 or something,
Yes, Master.
10% of what you earn, and they took it automatically. It's deducted from your paycheck. I'm told like that.
Yes, Master.
They will ask you when you go to the employment, what religion?
Yes.
And if you write Catholic, then they will cash it from your salary automatically. They will send it to the church.
Yes, Master.
You have nothing to say, you like it or not. I'm told like that in some countries.
Yes.
Is that true or not?
I think in Germany.
In Germany, yeah,
Yes.
but do you know about it?
Yes, I did some looking up in the articles.
Then it's true. What my ex-husband told me is true. I never thought about it too much. I said, okay, why not if you donate to the church? It's also a good thing.
Yes.
Because in our Guanyin meditation practice, I never forbid anybody. I never ask them to change their religion or change their way of worship.
Yes, Master.
I only ask them to be vegan and meditate 2.5 hours a day. That's just to donate some time for yourself and to connect with God.
Yes, Master.
At least to sit and thank God, remember God, and meditate and see the light inside you, knowing that you are the light, knowing that you are the Word of God, born from the Word of God. Otherwise, I don't ask them to change from Catholic to Buddhist, or from Buddhist to Muslim, or from Muslim to Sikh, or whatever is my favorite. I don't have any favorite.
Yes, Master.
I preach all kinds of doctrines, you know that, all these years.
Yes, Master.
We've done many with Buddhist stories and sutras, and we've done other sutras like Jainism.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And then I also talk about Rumi, and also Hinduism.
Yes, Master.
All these years, all different religions, it comes out spontaneously or systematically. It depends on my inspiration, depends on what God wants me to talk about that day. And Christianity also, yeah, you know that, right?
Yes, Master.
I always mention the Bible because people know about it. So it's not like I tell people they have to believe in what.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
They still go to the church if they want to. I say, go ahead, you should go to the church. Your life is the same, except you give 2.5 hours to God to elevate yourself, to know God, to know yourself, that you are from God. That's all. There's no more requirements. Oh, except vegan, of course. Yeah, and if you have a lot of money, you want to give to me, don't. Give it to the poor people. Remember that?
Yes, Master.
I always say that. I don't accept money from people. Gifts, I don't accept. Maybe some small thing like a cup or something, souvenir or something,
Yes.
sometimes. And then I return with some other gift
Yes, Master.
just to make that person happy. But I don't take the money donation. Because if you take money today, 100, tomorrow you take 1,000, and then 10,000, and it will never stop. I don't want to rely on anybody.
Yes, Master.
My practice of faith or my meditation is my personal thing.
Yes.
As a citizen of the world, I need to contribute. I need to work like other people in whatever way, whatever means I can. Not now. I'm still wanting to paint or something to earn some extra money, but I'm too busy. Yeah, before I used to do that. Yeah, or do some knitting something just to earn enough.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Because I don't feel like I'm better than anybody having this physical body.
Yes, Master.
Why make somebody else work for my physical needs? Yeah? So that's just the thing. For example, if I keep relying on donations to make a Supreme Master television, and nowadays there's pandemic, nobody has money. So what would we do then?
Yes, understand.
Just close shop like that? Huh? And tell all of you, you unemployed, sorry, go get unemployment benefits or whatever? Or go home, get a job? Nowadays, difficult.
Yes.
Many people are fired because they don't get the vaccine.
Yes, right.
They don't want the vaccine. Not that they don't want, they just don't trust because so many stories and many side effects that's printed all over, talked about all over everywhere, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And also, the most worry for them is the long-term effects.
Yeah.
I don't know what will affect them in the long run, you know?
Yeah.
I told you already before, the news said he became impotent.
Oh, yes.
And now they say the Omicron evades the vaccine and all that.
Oh, yes, Master.
And also the evidence was, of course, it's not like the majority, but the evidence was that many people have been fully vaccinated, even with booster also, still die.
Yes.
Yes.
Still get COVID and die. And also continue to transmit if they have the disease.
Wow.
After all these vaccines,
Yes.
Yes.
they still can transmit to other people. And other people who are fully vaccinated and with boosters still die. Still got the COVID and die.
Yes, Master.
They call it breakthrough cases, meaning they're already all vaccinated and had the booster and still die or still got sick. Some recover, some don't. So that's why many people, the common folks, they're scared. They have only one life, they think.
Yes.
What if they lost it? And how about their children, their wives,
Yes, Master.
their kids, or even their pets, their dogs, their cats, their birds, people? What to do if they die? They're worried like that. Or what else, like what is side effect for the long run? Because many people got COVID and still have long-term effects. They are not the same anymore like before.
Yeah.
Different effects, incurable even. Or it takes a long time to cure. Then they have to rely heavily more on antibiotics or whatever. This is no life for them anymore.
The study found nearly 2/3 of long-term COVID patients report that brain fog she mentioned. That includes memory loss. How concerning is that aspect to you?
You know, I think it's very concerning in that this is a condition that is affecting people's daily ability to function. Our work and the work of others has shown that this affects people's abilities to make plans, synthesize information, and do their daily activities of work. They suffer from a lot of memory loss and inability to form new memories, as well as difficulty with speaking. This is a very debilitating condition with serious cognitive conditions.
I became ill with COVID in mid-March. Mid-July, I had a severe relapse.
I thought I was getting better, and now 17 weeks on, I'm left with fatigue like I've never known.
All of the initial symptoms of COVID returned suddenly and violently.
Heart racing, temperatures still on and off, chest pain like someone's sitting on my chest.
I am 5 months on now. I still can't grasp things in my hand. I forget what I'm saying, can't concentrate, don't sleep very well.
Probably my most frightening symptom for me is debilitating fatigue I'm pretty much housebound at the moment. I'm completely dependent on my partner.
Scary because we don't know how permanent this is. It's certainly, there are times where I feel like life will never be normal again, my body will never be normal again.
What was it that led to that? Oh, this pandemic. They say more worse variants will come.
Wow.
And maybe the vaccine or these pills,
Yes.
antiviral pills, may be rendered useless.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You can see they develop all the time now.
Yeah.
First, just COVID-19, and it put people on their knees already. And then, after that, this variant, that variant, all kinds of variants.
Yeah.
And Delta variants, the worst. And then now this one, they classify as worse than Delta.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
The way it's spread.
Yes. Yes.
And some say mild, some say no, very dangerous. So people are confused.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
very confused. So they don't know whom to trust, whom to believe. Yeah, they have only one life, as far as they know.
Yes.
And they have kids, they have wives, they have parents to take care of. Nobody wants to die just like that.
Yes,
That's right.
So even then, a lot of people are vaccinated and seem to be well, or seem to recover and all that, but the majority of people are still very skeptical, right?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, yeah. When we talk in the heat of it, I can't always remember. I'm grandma age already. I'm gram. Yeah. No, at my age, people are grandma.
Yeah.
They will call you grandma.
Yes.
Yeah, if you go on the bus and people don't know whether or not you have children or grandchildren, they still call you gran.
Yes.
Gram, huh? Gram, please take my seat, no? Two women complained to each other. One said to the other, "Oh, I feel so old nowadays." The other one said, "Why? What's wrong?" She said, "Well, whenever I go on the bus, people always give me the seat." You see, because he's senior, you know, respect.
Respect for your elders.
Yeah, but that made her so sad because she realized she's old now. Normally, we would say thank you or be grateful when somebody offers the seat, but not for the gram. Yeah?
Yeah.
Gram feeling too gray already. Yeah. Okay, any more questions, my love?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, by the way, we were talking about the book, right?
Yes, Master. Yes.
It's just another nonsense.
Yes.
They're the cover up and damage control.
Trying to look good, right? Yeah.
The priests, the male priests, they're raping, killing, torturing children over and over again, not just as one-time weakness.
Yes, Master.
You can forgive as one-time weakness, and if truly repentant. You say that?
Yes.
Even then, it's still risky. But these priests, they do again and again. The same children or other children.
Yes, Master.
So it's unforgivable.
That's right, Master.
To forgive these means condoning them to continue because it's too easy for them. They get out scot-free.
Yeah.
Nobody says anything. So, of course, nothing wrong with it. Why not continue?
Yeah.
Jesus would save them or go confess to another priest and then he's clean. How can? Huh? Even the most stupid people would not believe that.
Yes, Master.
But they pretend to be stupid, so they believe that. It's easier.
Yes, Master.
So they can make them excuse to do anything, any sinful thing, harmful to others, hurting others, ruin others' life. That's not the way to live, even for normal people.
No, Master.
Even from an atheist.
Yes, Master.
Not to talk about a priest
Yeah.
sitting on top of the society,
Oh, gosh.
having influence on the whole society and world, and doing this kind of stuff. Yeah? Being fed and clothed and pampered and respected and doing nothing good.
Yeah.
Instead doing evil. These priests should be immediately defrocked and sent to jail or send them somewhere that they don't see humans anymore. Otherwise they might continue to molest people.
Yes, Master.
Or children that happen to pass by.
Yeah.
Who knows? So this book is just another damage control stuff.
Yeah.
It's just strategy,
Yes.
political move.
Right.
Yeah, because if he really wants to correct the morals of his priests, then he should have done the heavier sin first.
Yes.
He should have taken care of that first, you see?
Yes,
the priest
exactly.
molesting children, abusing children, betraying the parents' and children's trust, betraying Jesus' teaching, betraying God, betraying the church and the society. These pedo priests should be punished first.
Yes, Master.
Not the nuns, even Mother Superior
Yes, Master.
or the nuns. They might make mistakes. They might have their personality or something stuff. But still, it's not as if she's raping her or molesting her or murdering her.
Right,
Right,
Master.
Master.
And it's not always all the Mother Superior's fault. It could be the nuns, they come in as girls. They have also their personality.
Yes.
They may obey you today, but they find another way to break the rules tomorrow without being caught or make an excuse to break the rules.
Yes, Master.
Young people, they have this revolutionary kind of mentality within them.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Like many teenagers, they just hate their parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they depend too much on them. They cannot do anything without parents. They don't have money. They have nowhere to go. They depend on the parents. And that is enough to make them hate them. Because they don't have freedom. And their young ideal is different. They think of life as a rosy place. And why the parents don't give them this, don't give them that. So easy to give, why not? But they don't know the parents work so hard
Yes, Master.
to try to keep their heads above water. Most people are working very hard just to make ends meet, especially if they have children.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
The children cost a lot.
That's right.
The whole life until they grow up and married, they cost many, many millions of dollars to the parents, added up.
Yes, Master.
At least hundreds of thousands of dollars if they add up everything. And not talking about ill time, sleepless nights, early morning, have to go to work and all that.
Yes.
And have to take care of the child all night already.
Yes.
And worry and anxiety and stress out because the child is sick. And because you're exhausted from work and from caring for the children. To count money is not even enough. All this love and the labor of care and kindness and gentleness, protectiveness, all these are priceless.
That's right.
You can never repay the parents for their love and care and sacrifice.
That's true, Master.
Why am I talking about this? What was it before? What's the sentence before?
What about the kids not obeying their parents?
Yes. I'm not talking about these abused ones.
Yeah.
I mean, the tendency of children. We were children once. We know that. We don't always listen to parents, even though we seem to.
That's
but
right.
on the other hand, we sneakily do other things.
Yes, exactly.
Then we're punished. And then we say parents are so bad, so bad.
Yeah.
And the parents don't understand us. We think this way, that way, and they think that way, this way. It's all because we're young and we have all kinds of chemicals inside.
Yes,
The hormones and raging inside, and the influence of society already is too late to change. Going to school and buddy and all that stuff. So sometimes they became nuns not because of the ideal. I don't mean all of the nuns are like that. Some. They just want to run away from family, okay?
Understand.
And they dream about utopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where it's all quiet, tranquil, and all love, and all peace, and all smooth, and all no problem. Yeah, but when they face the reality, it's different. They come in, they have to clean the toilet. As a novice, they have to do the lowliest job first.
Yes.
Being tested and tried, and have to get up early to pray.
Yeah.
And then have to do the job properly, or else.
Yes.
And then don't want to do it, or do it not 100%, and then get scolded, and then don't like it.
Yes.
How come this place is worse than in my family? Scolded again, telling me what to do again. It's the same like family. So I get out.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, I had residents before they were monks and nuns, officially, with me. But later on, they didn't behave very well, some of them, so I call them residents instead.
Right.
I say, you have to earn the title monk or nun. But then later, we just kept it that way, because I say, who cares? It's just a title. Just a word.
Yes.
No need to worry about changing it back into monk or nun. But sometimes I also call them monks and nuns. Many times I mention like that. And you still refer to them as monks and nuns.
Yes.
Whenever we have anything to do with them.
Yes, Master.
And then when you go to the convent, you don't just go there sitting all day and dreaming about Jesus even. Yeah, you have to do work. The convent needs taken care of every day. Needs to be clean, needs repairing, needs maybe planting vegetables, taking care of the garden, sweeping the yard, trimming the trees, cutting away the bushes, taking away the weeds so the vegetables will grow, etc., etc. There's work to do. And young nuns, they don't accept old nuns, okay? They don't accept old girls to become nuns. Very young. The young come in, spoiled already from family, even though they didn't think they were spoiled.
Yes.
Paid by parents to go to school all the way up to then, and not doing much at home. If they want to, they do it. if the mother pays them something, then they go wash dishes or wipe the toilet.
Oh, God.
You know, symbolically, not quite clean. And if they don't want to do it, they pull faces, so whatever.
Yeah.
And what can mother do? Go in your room, time out. You're grounded.
Yes.
And that's what they can do.
Yeah.
Parents normally, the worst is that they tell them to go into the room.
Yes.
Cannot come out, cannot play on the computer, cannot watch TV,
Yes.
cannot call on the phone, nothing. Confiscated.
Yeah.
Sometimes they say 1 day, 2 days, but they soften and then they feel sorry and then they give it back in an hour or two. Anyway. So it becomes like a habit. The child doesn't care. You know, oh, the worst is that they make me go into the room 1, 2, 3 hours. Oh, how dare, who cares? I can sleep. Catch up. Catch up with the time, have to go early to school and all that.
Yeah.
So not all people have the ideal to go in a convent as a nun to dedicate your life for the love of Jesus and the love of humanity.
Yes, Master.
Unless you have it within you. Nobody can train you to love. That is the thing.
Yes.
Nobody can force you to love. You can see that very well.
Yes.
Evidence is Francis. He has no love, no compassion, no sympathy, nothing for those utmost treaded upon, squashed upon, crushed to nothingness. These children. He has no love, obviously. Otherwise, he would have expressed his sorrow. Okay?
Yes.
At least apologize and do something.
Yeah.
Keep delaying all the way until now. Not saying much.
Yes, Master.
Just thank the journalist. Of course, he has to. He wants to have the journalist on his side. Otherwise, they write worse articles about him.
That's true.
Yeah, it is all political. That's why he sees the politicians, he sees the movie stars and the royalty or whatever, but he doesn't see the poor people who have nowhere to turn to defend for their children.
Yes, Master.
At least he should see them and listen to them, comfort them,
Yes, Master.
even if he doesn't give anything. At least listen to their grievance. Or give them a little comfort.
Yes.
Like somebody listened to me. Somebody believe in me. Just listen. That's all they wanted, really.
Yes, Master.
Because they are the ones who give the pope, who give the priest money. It's not the other way around.
That's true.
They don't expect anything from the church. They are the ones who keep the church. They are the owners of any church.
Yes, Master.
They are the ones who give donations to build the church and to fit the priests and the personnel of the church or any affiliated kind of agency, affiliated office or entity that belongs to the church, like school and anything.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
The common people are the ones who keep the church going, who keep their prestige, who give them this privilege and good life. And they turn around harming their children. Do you see this kind of low life?
Yes, Master.
Not even dog people do that.
No.
If you take care of the dog people, they love you to bits.
Yes.
Most of the dog people. Oh, I saw some clip. I will send it to you. Oh, the dog person reunited after 2 years. Suddenly, somehow they have a reuniting occasion. Came back, saw each other. Oh, the dog person is so happy, lick, cry, and fainted on the floor even.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Too happy, too shocked. Fainted. And get up a little bit, like a couple of times, fainted again. Too tired, too shocked, too excited, too excited. You know, I will send it to you, and we'll put it on Supreme Master TV. Yeah, and other dog people, of course, they jump on the owner. They kiss him all over, give him a big shower, like for many years did not shower. Yeah, he drooling all over. Yeah, so happy. Even our family members are not as welcoming as that. Such affection, you know, such a love. My dog people are the same. I told you already.
Yes, Master.
They still do it, even not just the first time when we separated, when I was on retreat for some weeks. And she saw me, she jumped from table to sofa out to balcony. I worried she would drop down on the floor. Jumping all over and kept saying, I love you, repeating like a mantra for 20 minutes something. I said, will you stop, please, before you die? I had to stop her and hug her, but she struggled and then run free and then kept repeating her mantra again. So I just stood there speechless because I didn't know she could speak this. This was the first time ever. But then after that, many times she did it again. Yeah, if she didn't see me for maybe half a day, and if I saw her in a room, I come in, then she repeats the same mantra again and turns around, rushing around me or jumps on me until she's done, because I can't stop that girl. Others do the same, but they don't speak English. She's the only one. And I don't know how she got it, because maybe she just repeated from me. But how can she understand that word?
Yes, Master.
She must understand it.
Yeah.
She doesn't just say it blindly. Or on cue, you know? For vegan bone or anything. No, she just did it all by herself. And she understood the word, the way she expressed it.
Oh, yes, Master.
Yeah, only for me. If somebody else is around, she won't do it.
Oh, no.
And then with my camera, I took a long time of many takes in order to capture a few words from her. If she saw the camera, she stops. Oh God, dog people, they know everything. And the boys, all of them have extraordinary qualities that I cannot even express in words. I can only know it by interactions, by being there. If I express to you, it's different already. You understand me?
Yes, Master.
The love that radiates from them, I cannot tell you.
Yeah.
I can only feel it. Even if they just stay there and sleep on my sofa, I feel the love from them. They don't stop loving just because they exhausted or just because they fainted or because they sleep.
Wow.
Always there's this love coming out from them.
Wow.
They never forget to love.
Oh, amazing.
That's why people all over the world, they fall in love with dog people,
Yes.
not for no reason. And dog people don't love you just because you give them veggie bone or good food, vegan food or nothing like that. There are many clips on the internet. They even love just a homeless old man.
Yes.
Just because every day that homeless man passes by and says hello to him and hugs him. So whenever he sees smells the homeless from afar, he already gets excited and running all over. He wants to jump out of the fence and crying and so excited, you know, wagging the whole body, waiting for him until he comes and they both hug each other. Yeah, that's all the homeless can offer. But the dog person loves it so much.
Yes, Master.
That's all he needs, love, actually. Even he could starve to death with you in love. If us humans could be half as good as dog people, then we don't need to pray for vegan or world peace. It just would be there.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Out of love for each other. How can humans not love the animals, people, after you learn so much from films and internet?
Yes, Master.
In the beginning, before maybe we don't have television, we don't have reports about how good all the animals, people are, not just dog people.
Yeah.
Cats, birds, people, anything, wildlife people. Even I saw one of the clips, the bear person. He passed by the street corn that some worker put there when they're working.
Yes.
The corn, you know, colorful.
Yes.
Orange color.
Yes.
He saw it fell down
Yeah.
on the street. He passed by already. He returned, pick it up, stand it up, and then walk away.
Yeah.
Who taught him? He's just a wild bear person, man.
Amazing. Incredible.
They know everything.
So clever, yeah.
Yeah, and even the wolf people. Somebody took care of them when they were younger, maybe orphan or something, and then release them into the wild. Many years they come back, they jump all over her, licking, kissing, you know, frustrating, hugging. Oh, my God. Nobody taught them this kind of thing.
Yes, Master.
I did not teach my dog people to love me or to say I love you. I never taught them anything. Until that day I heard the first time ever. I was taken aback.
Yes, Master.
That's why I didn't think of taking the camera. I was just standing there. You speak English? She came and said, hello, I love you. She probably was worried to death. Where have I been? Whether or not I'm still alive. Even if I am, she still worries.
Yes, Master.
My God, she worries so much, like I'm her only child. She worries if she didn't see me. That's why not to see my dog people is a big sacrifice for me. Not because I miss them that much, but they miss me more.
Yes, Master.
Just for their sake, for their love, for the sake of love. That's why I want to see them. So if I'm too busy, I can't see dog people. Or I'm in retreat, I really feel very, very, very consciously disturbed. But I'm too busy, so I don't have too much time to think. Otherwise, I cannot bear. And if they can see me, oh my God, you ought to see. It's a major. It's a major when my dog people see me again. I have to prepare first, stand with my stand stable on the ground, otherwise I'll be taken down with them together.
Yeah.
I'll be on the floor with the dog all over me. And no need to take a shower that day. Okay, at least we have some laughs, otherwise it's all too serious, too sad, too miserable. I keep telling God, oh, this world is like hell. I cannot bear anymore. I don't know if I can continue like this to witness all this. But then I said to myself, at least I can do something. At least I can say something to express my love for them, to comfort their souls, their minds, and to wake people up so not to do evil things again. I hope it wakes some people up, or at least wakes some other people up who are not evil, to do something about these evil people.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
So it won't continue happening again to hurt the poor children, the lonely and weak and small children. They're not even grown up yet.
Yes.
My God, and already being raped from 3, 4, 5, 6 years old already. My God, what kind of evil is this? And on the internet, if you saw all these kinds of evil clips, they put you in jail, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
For a harmful child pornography, if they can catch you.
Yes.
But all these pedo priests, they work free, man,
Yeah.
and being promoted, and continue to be worshipped and revered. Oh, this is the last of all the last, the lowest of all the low. This world is not what I have thought it to be. Originally, I know it's bad, but I didn't know it could be so evil, so hellish like this, for these unfortunate ones that happen to be in contact with these evil pedo priests.
Yes, Master.
And the head of the pedo priest gang, Vati gang head. Oh, I can never talk about this enough. It's not very good for me to talk about this because of karma and all that. But I don't care. I have to say something. You cannot just ignore this.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Just because you are not the child who's being raped. Just because you're not the parents of these children.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
The parents, I think they are waking up now. I hope all this news will be printed more everywhere so the parents will be more alert, yeah? And try to trust the children. Always ask the child if they are alone in the church sometimes or with some priest or at school. Always ask them every day by phone or physically whether or not they are molested or everything okay, like yesterday or not.
Yeah.
If they are at home or not.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
But maybe with some like that, it's too late already. I wouldn't trust my child if I had to any of the priests. I don't know who's good, who's bad anymore. You see, they smear the whole church,
Yes, Master.
the whole Catholic Church,
Yeah.
and smear it also onto Christianity and into other religions, make people not believe in priests anymore.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's supposed to be the symbol of holiness. They smear it all.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
Master.
wicked, evil. Ah. Yeah. You see that? Just goes to the nuns and the poor Mother Superiors.
Yeah.
And doesn't even know that the young girls, they are also naughty.
Yeah.
It's not that all of them are angels who come into the convent
Yeah, that's true.
to become a nun. They have their character. They have their desires and worldly kind of taint. And also they have their revolutionary kind of embedded spirit.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Because they're young. They have hot blood in their bodies. At their age, they should be having a boyfriend or go out or are married, something like that.
Yes, Master.
And they're cooped up in a small room in a convent, yeah? And with a lot of rules and regulations. Of course, they break, huh?
Yes, that's true.
But that doesn't mean that the smarter superior is all bad. She just has more experience, and she might try to discipline them or trim them
Yes, Master.
to be suitable for a nun's life, because a nun's life is a holy life. You have to behave.
Yes.
You have to act holy, and you have to be sincere. But not all of them who come in are sincere.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, including this mother, superior perhaps when she was younger. And later on, it just a habit, so she continues. Or maybe she changes. Her attitude becomes more sincere.
Yes.
So it's not like the mother superior is the fault. Why blame only women, nuns, and why not mention even these pedo priests? I'm asking you. Just scratching around and living. There's a cancer there.
Yes, Master.
Don't want to operate it, to heal. So you see? Do you see or not?
Yes,
Master.
Yes.
Just hypocritical. Maybe the Pope also is bad himself, so he doesn't dare to open his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a joke in India. Some guru told me, they say, a lump of sugar came to complain to God. Oh, God, please rescue me, help me. Tell all the humans not to eat me. Everybody who sees me, they want to eat me. And now I'm running here. If you don't do something, I'll be gone, dead. So the God said, come back in 2 weeks. God, supposed to be a joke. Maybe it's not very respectful, but some guru told me, Indian guru. And then came back 2 weeks later, the sugar lump tried so hard to hide everywhere, escape from death and from the mouths of humans and all that. And finally, he sneaks out from his hideout, went to God again and asked God, so what's happening now? What are you doing? What can you do to protect me? He said, I'm not done yet. Please stay far away from me. Don't go too near me. So the sugar said, why, God? Why? God said, because I will eat you also. I also want to eat you. Too tempting, you know? So he said, come back again in another 2 weeks. I guess God, or probably a saint or something, maybe St. Peter, has to also first control himself, before he can pronounce anything. That's the way it is. So maybe this Francis, he himself, is not clean, not clear enough. That's why he doesn't dare to do anything, say anything.
Yes. Yeah. That's true.
I saw him sitting in a big party with a big steak and with women around next to him. In Buddhism, you don't sit like that. You sit far away from women because they have their energy. They will influence you. Or the men influence women also. So normally in the convent, it is different. A nun's convent is different from a monk's convent. In the old time, in the Buddha's time, it's like that. Nowadays, maybe they mix a little bit.
Yes, Master.
Ignorance is the root cause of all greed, all problems, and all sin.
Yes, Master.
Ignorance. They don't search enlightenment. They don't hear the Bible. Seek you first the kingdom of God, and all the things shall be added unto you. You don't just put on a robe and then you see the kingdom of God. No. You can see the kingdom of God in your bathroom, in your birthday suit, naked in the bathroom, even. If you do really seek, if you have someone who helps you to tell you how, and then you can see God right away. I keep saying that, but nobody believes me because it seems too good to be true. But why? God is within you. The Bible says that.
Yes, Master.
You just look. You have to look in the right place. It's just like you put money in your pocket, you forgot, and then you look all over, then you never find it. Many people wear glasses. They put them on top of their head, and then they look all over. Me too. You know, reading glasses.
Yes, Master.
Sometimes you take it and you push it on top of your head. Because you don't need, and then you go looking all over. I also did that. Sometimes, several times, Or if you put the money somewhere very secretive and then you forgot about it. Too secret, you forgot. Then you don't know where. That's all. You just have to look in the right place.
Yes.
But most of the people understand nothing. They just think they go to church, go to temple, put some money in there, or bring some fruit or offering to monks, and that's enough. That is very excellent already, yeah? That's very good. But you must also find enlightenment yourself. Because those monks, those priests, mostly they are themselves not enlightened.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So they just hope to be enlightened. But like the Master said, you cannot polish the brick to make it into a mirror.
Yes. Yes, Master.
It is like that.
Yes.
Yes.
That's not the nature of enlightenment, just to sit or to wear the robe or to keep praying all day long or counting the bits, telling the bits.
Yes.
It's not the nature of enlightenment. The enlightenment is already there in you. You just have to look in the right direction. You just have to save time to do it.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, you know everything already. I'm talking not just to you, okay?
Yes,
Yes.
sure,
Yes.
Master.
I'm talking to the angels who are watching, listening, to the saints and sages. Thank you for visiting. And to the people outside, their souls are listening.
Yes, Master.
All the people, all the animals, people, all the trees, the streams, the rivers, the oceans. I'm talking to all of them.
Wow.
To the stones even. They all have souls. To the COVID even. I tell you a secret. Just one moment. I ask if I can. Okay. Yeah. I have permission.
Yay.
Well, I do hope I heard it right. If not, then karma falls back on me.
Oh.
The other day, I asked the chief of all the COVID.
Wow.
I said, will you also punish me if I go out, for example, and will you make me become infected as well, like everyone else? He said, no, we won't do that.
Wow.
It's good.
So I asked him, but why? I'm also in the risk group,
Yes.
old. They said for the elderly people, it's more risky with the pandemic, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes.
And now it's Omicron, it's even worse, or Delta. So I said, suppose I go out, if I have to, will you also make me infected? Will you also ask your soldier to infect me? He said, no, we won't do that. So I say, but why? How? All the people, whoever, even my own disciples, if they don't meditate well, they also get infected, even though they're milder and they recover. It's not serious, but they still got infected. Wouldn't I be like that also? He said, no, you won't be. I said, but why? He told me, because you don't put meat in your mouth. I said, of course not. Of course not. I know better now. I never wanted it, even when I was a child already. I was forced to. And then it became like a trend, a habit in your life. But as soon as I knew, I stopped.
Yes, Master.
I love the animals, people. I don't want to eat them. He said, see, that's why. I pressed further, and this is the secret.
Yes, Master.
So that maybe you can learn something from it. Or maybe not you, but outside disciples and outside people.
Yes, Master.
If they want to learn this secret, I tell them. Originally, I was afraid to tell because maybe if I tell, then it won't work for me. Sometimes secrets you must keep.
Yes,
Master.
So I asked him, I pressed further. I said, suppose I go out and I'm not in my own place. I cannot cook for myself. I cannot choose what I eat, and maybe I eat in a restaurant. And if I eat meat accidentally, if I didn't know and I might eat it, then I would be infected and sick as well, right? At that time, you cannot say that I didn't put meat in my mouth. Will you also make me infected? He said no.
Oh.
I said, why? Why? If I even accidentally eat it, I still eat meat, no? He said, no, because you don't do it on purpose, because you are benevolent. That's the word he said.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't talk further. I don't know why. I just pondered about it.
Wow.
He just left, and I just didn't need to ask anymore. So the secret is don't put meat in your mouth and be benevolent.
Wow.
Well, if you are vegan, that is benevolent already. But if you have more love, true love also. But being vegan, you will have love.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
People will just develop love automatically. Yeah?
Yes.
Because you go in the right direction and things will happen in that direction, opposite to the way you went before. So it's just automatic.
Yes, Master.
If you start to be vegan, you know why already.
Yes.
Even if you don't do it for love, but you just try. And because of go in that direction, even though you go blindly, but you go in the right direction, then you will arrive where everybody else also go with intention.
Yes.
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 Yes,
Master.
So being vegan is life-saving, is soul-saving.
Wow.
Benevolent and vegan will save you.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
For sharing that secret.
You are welcome.
There are also some other secrets I cannot tell you right now, but I have written it in my diary. One day, maybe you will know.
See, benevolence we must have. Benevolence you cannot learn, but you can try.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And if you're vegan, then your benevolence, your love, your inherent loving quality will come out. Then you will feel sorry for the homeless. You will feel sorry for the poor and the sick. Truly sorry, not just talk. And you will help what you can, or comfort them in any way you can, or pray for them with your heart, with your love. That is benevolence. Doesn't have to be going out and giving millions of dollars with cameras clicking everywhere.
Yeah.
Just 1 second, please. I have to take off my jacket. I went out before and then came back in to do the conference. I didn't want to take it off to keep warm.
Yeah.
Now with adrenaline rush, I'm too hot to take the jacket off. So remember, vegan and benevolent.
Yes, Master.
Feeling sorry for others. Even if you don't think you have it, you just try to imagine. For example, the homeless man, he sleeps under the bridge. He sleeps in a carton box. He probably did not have a meal that day because nobody gave him any money. He doesn't have a blanket. He has no cover, no protection from the elements, from the cold wind. Imagine if it's you. Because you go out in the yard or in the street and you know how cold it is.
Yeah.
Even if you're fully protected by a big coat. So imagine you are that homeless man. Then you feel a little sympathy. Just imagine really like that. Imagine hard.
Food, being hungry, where our next meal's coming from. You really don't know what the next day is going to hold. You really live day by day out here. Some days you just want to cry yourself to sleep because you feel helpless and hopelessness. I had one of those points where why am I out here, and I try to kill myself because of it. I didn't know why I was out here. I didn't want to live this life. For me, being homeless in the wintertime was horrible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man. This is the worst thing I could possibly think of because it's not fun. I don't want to do it again. Just being looked at like you're no good.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
3 wishes. I would wish for the strength to continue fighting. I would wish that others could get out of this too. And I'd wish for understanding and compassion for everybody, like just knowledge, I guess. 3 wishes are hard. They're hard not to take for yourself.
Or imagine that you are the child that's being raped by the big fat priest with no one else there to rescue you. You can't even talk.
Yeah.
He crushes in you.
Yes.
He crushes you. You probably could not breathe, being so tender and so delicate.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And he's so big and fat and looks mighty and powerful, and you're scared to death.
Yeah.
He even threatens, if you tell somebody, you will be condemned forever. Eternal damnation on you if you tell people.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, many children don't dare tell. Also, not just the parents don't listen.
Yes.
I was afraid to tell my mother because I didn't think she would believe me.
She'd say a priest would never do something like that to children. I kept it a secret.
Nobody would believe that a priest wearing such a dignified monk's robe and walking tall and talking like a god,
Yes.
and with all this spilling out from his mouth, compassion, virtues,
Yes, Master.
fear God, love God, believe Jesus, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How would anybody believe?
Yeah.
You see, he was trained to be dignified, trustworthy, mighty looking, benevolent appearance.
Yes, Master.
Who would believe it?
Right.
Just like the army or the police, they are trained to look awesome, powerful, authoritative.
Yes, Master.
So even just to look at the police, you slow down. Slow down your bicycle or your car.
Yes, Master.
Even if he didn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
He just stands there maybe not to catch you for something else.
Yes.
You just kind of have respect for him.
That's true.
Or the army people. They look really strong, powerful,
Yes.
protective. They look good. They're trained to.
Yes.
They have to walk the way they walk.
Yeah.
Even women also. They walk differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trained to walk with dignity, with self-confidence.
Yes.
They look very awesome
Yes.
and young and enthusiastic and well trained for many aspects, many talents. What was it before? Anybody should know something.
Imagine we are those people.
Yes, imagine. They're so helpless.
Yes.
So helpless, so weak, so small. You're only 3, 4, 5, 6 years old even.
Yeah.
And even if you are 10, 15, you're still young. You're little.
Yeah.
You're a teenager.
Yes, Master.
You know nothing about such wickedness, such evil.
Yeah.
It never crossed your mind.
Yes,
Yeah.
And suddenly they caught you by surprise, and you have learned to obey already.
Yes.
You have learned to fear God, to fear eternal damnation even. Yeah, in the Philippines, they say there is a new church priest who proclaimed that he's Jesus, he's the Son of God, and makes people go out and do whatever it takes to get donations.
Wow.
You have to count how much per day, and if you don't have enough, you cannot eat.
Wow.
They don't give you food even. And some people forego food so that they can have enough quota to give it to that church.
Wow.
Because if you don't, or if you don't have sex with him or his so-called priest, then you will have eternal damnation.
Wow.
That's according to the news, and the courts are judging them, 30 in this case, and holding them in, how do you say when the police or the court are checking on you?
Investigation.
Are investigating you. And many people, many came forward, so I don't think they can get away with it. First of all, he proclaims himself that he's the Son of God. No such thing. No such thing that the Son of God does such things. Okay?
Yes.
Jesus walked barefoot. He did not ask for anything. Buddha the same. People gave to them because they just are renunciates. They don't have anything. So people gave just enough for them to use. But nowadays, the priests or monks, they have flashy cars. They have women around or men around, I don't know what. And eating big, living well, comfort. Not like those monks or priests under Jesus and Buddha.
Yes,
They were the real ones,
Yeah.
Yes.
real monks, real disciples, and real saints, and real successors of Jesus, of Buddha. Nowadays, you don't have any. They're not enlightened at all. Completely ignorant, completely evil. Just some of them.
Yeah.
Now, somewhat enlightened. These are still morally not corrupted. Maybe they have learned secretly some method of enlightenment like ours.
Yes.
And we had some priests also, and some nuns and monks
Yeah.
from different faiths
Yes, Master.
Yes.
who came to get initiation.
Oh.
But unless they want to, we don't reveal them. So you don't know them. And even if they want to speak on our Supreme Master TV, we don't say this monk is a master's disciple or anything.
Yes.
Unless they want to. See what I'm saying? Unless they want to reveal themselves. Anybody, not just monks and nuns.
Yes.
Unless they want to. We don't put them out there anywhere. We don't talk about them.
Yes,
They
Master.
come to group meditation like everybody else if they do. But we don't reveal them to anybody.
Yes.
Unless they want to. They do it themselves or they ask to contribute to Supreme Master TV as a host. Then we let them.
Yes, Master.
If they don't want to, then we also don't. If they don't allow, we don't do anything. Completely confidential.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, even some like government officials or something, you never know them because we don't tell.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, we protect their privacy and their integrity in whatever their idea or whatever they want to. Because sometimes in a society, if you are enlightened and you follow one or two masters or different masters, people will talk,
Yes.
make trouble for them.
Yeah.
So we protect everybody.
Yes, Master.
Why I talk about that? I forgot already what I did say. What was that before?
So it's about imagining we are, in the shoes of that child or something being, and then they're so vulnerable.
Yeah. The ancient monks and nuns are different.
Yeah.
They're modest, they're ascetic. You don't have to be an ascetic to be a monk or enlightened, but they're more modest. They don't care much about the comfort or luxury of the world. They're real, okay? If you give them a good bed, maybe they lay on it, maybe not. But not that they desire to. They can lay down anywhere, live in any hut or anything. They don't need a big church, big temple, big palace for them, nothing. And mostly they don't like luxury. They don't need.
Yes, Master.
They don't abhor them. They just don't need. They don't feel the need for it. They don't appreciate being in luxury or not. Of course, if they visit and a disciple house is very big and expensive and invite him to stay 1 day, 2 days in their bed, made ready in luxury, then they lay on it. But that doesn't mean they like or not like. They don't enjoy it. It's okay. It's the same. Same living in the hut or in the palace is the same to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if they have a choice, they probably prefer the hut. Alone, yeah?
Yeah.
Because, number one, they don't need. They feel they don't need, okay? Number two, they are also in sympathy with the poorer humanity and animal people.
Yes.
I don't know about anybody else. Every day I see maybe some insect people die, some animal people die because of winter or hunger. I wish I could feed the whole world. The hungry, the homeless, and give the sick medicine, give the bird people all the food that they need, and the squirrel people. Oh, in fact, I made a poem about it.
Oh, yes, Master.
Like, I wish I have all the granary somewhere, give it all to the bird people, and to all the needs, and to the cat people, stray cat people, and all that. I made that when I was younger. At that time, I was not yet in the Himalayas. I did not meet any master, any Kuan method, nothing yet. I was just vegetarian,
Oh, yes,
but almost vegan because I rarely drank any milk or such things. I did not like it. Since I was a child, I did not like it already. But now you live there and you did not know much, so when people make a vegetarian pizza and cheese in it, you eat. But that doesn't mean that you like to have milk and all that all day or all the time.
Yes, true.
When you go out with friends and they eat what and they give you what, you eat what. But just for a while, later on, I didn't like them. At that time, I didn't know anything about vegan yet. I thought vegetarian, that's the ultimate already. That included non-milk, non-egg, non-animal or insect people products. So later on, I learned that we're vegan. There's more clean cut. No animal people, product or byproduct whatsoever. And then it's more clean. All right. Because people tested that anyone who eats meat, they are more susceptible to COVID. More susceptible, more percentage of getting COVID. But the vegan not. And like you guys, vegan and enlightened and meditate, then okay, you know already. You know how lucky you are. And
Yes,
Very
Master.
lucky.
you go in the right way. Even if you don't become a saint or Buddha or go to heaven, you are a good, excellent human being. You understand that?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And that is reward enough already.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Even if you don't get to the level of sainthood or become Buddha, you are good humans. And that is a pride, a pride to take in.
Yes,
And you have the right to. But you are a saint already. Maybe it's more saint, but a saint. Well, the clothes, they have different sizes. Size doesn't always matter, no? Yeah. I don't know what you think about me, but I also work hard like you.
Harder.
I don't eat anything better.
Yes, Master.
So I don't know if size makes any difference inside or outside. All we do is just serve others
Yes, Master.
with
Yes,
all the
Master.
love. It's not just for show. Because if you do anything for show, your heart will know it. Even if other people don't know, you know. God knows, and that's enough already to shame.
Yeah.
To shame yourself.
Yes, Master.
But every day I see sometimes insect people and animal people die, or if I see it on the screen, internet, when I search the news, oh, my heart just feels so terrible. I said to God, this is hell. Why don't you make a new one? What for? Humans live like this, you know? So very little dignity, little love, and little hope, and little comfort. The majority of people live from hand to mouth, working 9 to 5, selling half of the life and half of the youth, or half of all the comfort and pleasure, just to keep themselves, this physical body, alive.
Yeah.
And this is not the way the children of God should live. I complain every day because my heart pains so much seeing all these terrible things happening. Even just a snail person. Yesterday I picked up a snail person in the garden. I didn't know that he died. I saw he still had the flesh inside. I picked him up because he was upside down. I put him on some stone with the water a little bit under it so that he doesn't drown. But he can drink if he wants. But he was dead.
Oh.
And many insect people came and beat him. He could not move anymore. So I asked. He said he's dead. I said, okay, bless you then. Bless you. May God bring you to a better place. Then this world is cruel. So cruel. So cruel world. Because I love the animal people so much, even insect people. You have no idea. I owe it to them. I feel like I owe it to them. I have to defend them. I have to say something at least for them in their defense, okay?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something. You know all about the squirrel people and all that, right?
Yeah.
Telling me stuff. And the bird people also come sometimes with urgency. At midnight, all the bird people are sleeping already. They flew from somewhere. In winter even. Flew and quack so loud. Telling me, danger, danger, go inside.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They quack so loud all of a sudden to get my attention. I cannot tell all of you enough. And even trees and all that. I treat them all with love and reverence. You have no idea how I feel. That's why I have to continue working. I must do with my hope, okay?
Yes, Master.
I cannot tell all of you enough. And even trees and all that. I treat them all with love and reverence. You have no idea how I feel. That's why I have to continue working. I must do with my hope.
Yes, Master.
Even if heaven sometimes doesn't let me know the future, I still have to hope and to work my best, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Because I feel I owe it to them, owe it to their love. I did not much good at all to them, just feed the bird people since I was young whenever I could, and still do it. But if I can't, then I tell some people, the nuns or something, to feed them. They all do anyway, without me telling. Yeah, I'm proud of them like that. I caught them feeding the wild. Yeah, monks also. I mean, the residents, male and female. I say monk and nun is more simple and quick. I'm very stingy with words nowadays. Yeah, because sometimes I write to you things. I choose the word which you would understand, but shorter.
Yeah.
Except when I write the comments for Supreme Master TV, then I write it correctly with grammar and flair if necessary.
Yeah.
When I write to you, I just say, thank all you, you know? For example, I don't say thank all of you.
Yes, Master.
And you with you only, not with why or you.
Yeah.
Because I'm so tired of writing so many things, you know, right?
Yes, Master.
Correcting many things and do many other things that you don't know by phone. This is not 100% retreat. If I can retreat more, it would be better. But what can I do? Working is also helping the world, you know? Also part of helping the world. Not just retreat only, yeah? I do both. Inside and outside.
Yes, Master.
I feel I owe it to them. Oh, before I forget, I tell you, even the scorpion, you know, scorpion person, right?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Sometimes you see scorpion people, no, not.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes a spider person also looks like a scorpion, but they also have these pincers.
Yes.
Then you saw them. Sometimes the spider person looks like that, yeah?
Yes.
I think they are scorpion spider people, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, they look like scorpions.
Yeah, but sometimes snake people also come out tell me things.
Wow.
Sometimes these centipede people,
Yes.
Yes.
not only they don't bite or harm you, they tell you things,
Wow.
protect you. And one thing that was very, very touching to me is that one time I lived in a high mountain alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then nobody's around, and it's summertime.
Mm-hmm.
So I take a shower outside with a hose, the water hose
Yes.
for sprinkling the plants or something.
Yes.
Even though we don't have plants there, but there's a hose for me to use.
Yeah.
And I just take a shower outside in the sun,
Yeah.
in the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
And the scorpion person came to me. He went around to get my attention. I say, get away, you get wet. You guys don't like wet, do you? What is it? He say, don't take shower for too long. Stop it. Go inside. I say, why? I'm enjoying it. Nobody's here. The sun is warm.
Mm.
What's wrong? Is somebody there? He said, no, you will catch a cold.
Oh, wow.
Like a mother.
That's amazing.
Oh,
So caring.
I was so touched.
Wow.
Oh, every time I see that kind, I also bow and say, hey, live well. Be well. May God bless you. And I leave water sometimes for them. And I tell also the nun to leave water for them. In case they are thirsty, they can drink. Or the frog person can drink. And the bird people, whoever,
Yeah.
just some bowl of water ready. And I myself, I tell the nun also have to put some stones inside the bowl. And the water comes up to fill the bowl, but the stones, some are protruding out. So that's some small insect people. Like bees, people, they can land on it, but they don't drown. You know, bees and small insect people.
Yes.
Or scorpion, or these spider people, yeah?
Yeah.
Or snail people. Those small things, so they don't drown. But everyone else who's big, like squirrel and skunk people, they can still drink.
Yes.
They have enough water. Because the stone is the landing place for them.
Mm-hmm.
Small insect people. I feel I owe them so much, because they have had so much love. I told you about the bee people already. Even scorpion people come out and tell me.
Wow.
You get cold. You will catch a cold. I didn't think about it. There were breezes, all right. But I enjoyed it, you know. Yeah, because the sun is hot, and you have cool water, and some breeze. You don't think too much. You just feel very comfortable. I just standing there and like I'm showering forever. So the poor scorpion person has to come out and tell me, don't shout too long. Go inside.
Wow.
I was surprised. I was thinking maybe somebody is somehow sneaking around, looking or something, or dangerous. So I stopped immediately also, yeah? He told me to stop, so I stopped. And then I asked him, why is that? I run inside, put my clothes on. I asked him from inside. Or inside. From a safe place. I talked to him. Why is that? So he told me, you will catch cold.
That's so cool.
I said, is there somebody? I worry somebody might watch. Or danger or something. Is some danger, somebody? No, you will catch cold. I didn't think I would catch the cold on a summer day.
Yeah.
Maybe some wind in the mountains. You always have wind, you know?
Yes.
Freezing, but possible. It's possible. Actually, I heard somebody say somewhere that in summer you should not take a cold shower.
Oh.
Some research says that. And I'm taking a cold shower in the open.
Yeah.
No wonder the poor mama scorpion worried to death. Risking herself to get wet or to be squashed, to be like maybe swatted by mistake.
Yeah.
Risking herself to come out and tell me. It must be a her. Must be a she, you know? Mother instinct, yeah?
Yes.
You will catch cold. Dear God, what does he know about catching cold? He will never catch cold.
Yes. I'm wondering about that.
The insect people, they don't catch cold. They go into little gaps somewhere between the stones, and they have this armor skin, shiny and thick.
Yes.
It never catches cold. What does he know about catching a cold? Oh, but it touched me so much, touched me to tears. I thank Colonel and thank you. Oh, love you. Bless you. And then in a blitz, she's gone. In a blitz second, she's gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Could it be one of the gods coming down, Master?
Maybe. Who knows? Because the frog person is also like that. And sometimes came in, told me something. I turn around. Where is he gone? I saw him going into the corner where there is like some wood shell with legs. That means underneath it has a hole. And he went in there. But I look all over. I take the shell out to look. It's not there. All the time, whenever the frog people come, all of them go in there. I worry because he might get dusty inside or something might hurt him or her. So I try to shoo him out of there. I say, go outside. Outside, go drink. There's water there.
Yeah.
Don't go in there. Because sometimes they put some powder or something to stop the insect people. I worry that he gets entangled in there. But no, I can't find him. And he can't go out. It's all covered.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
With cement and all that. And the fence. There's no hole under the fence. And no holes anywhere.
Wow.
A small little garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just went under there. Where is he gone? There's nowhere else he can go. In that little corner.
Yes,
He
Master.
just went there to disappear. So that I don't doubt what I did doubt. I did suspect there's something wrong. Why did the frog person come in here? I never see them jumping around the garden. Why suddenly he appears here and tells me all this?
Yeah.
Not always bad, Sometimes they come and comfort me when I'm down. Say, oh, don't worry. Your disciples love you. And sometimes they come and say, oh, people love you. Be happy. Like that. Yeah. When I'm down and I have no one to talk to.
No.
When sometimes it feels just too despondent.
Yes, Master.
Seeing the world in such helpless pain and cannot do anything else.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Yeah, all of us have to work for Supreme Master TV, yeah?
Yes,
We
Master.
can't even go on the street and talk for anything. We can't protest for anything. So we protest on air, yeah?
Yes.
The group of us, at least. We're not all showing now, but sometimes we do a conference. They're scared of us. 7 or 8 of us. Big, mighty army, no? Yes, we are inside.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're dealing with. These bad people.
Yeah.
We will keep protesting and airing our grievances and our opinions and our sorrow until they stop.
Yes,
Until
Master.
all the children are safe from their evil hands.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Until people stop killing the babies in the womb.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, it's minimizing.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yeah, and I read in the news that Congress won't tax the rich. Before, they were all for taxing the rich, yeah?
Yes.
Even one of the famous House representatives, she went to a big party wearing a white dress, and on top of the white dress is written, tax the rich.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
She's one of the House representatives. AOC, they call her.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Alexander Cortez.
Yes. Yes.
So obvious, but now they don't. They took it out of the bill. Yeah, because before they wanted to tax the rich in order to spend.
Yes, Master.
But how much can the rich afford? You take it, but their money is not like forever.
True.
Their money is not limitless.
True, Master.
Yeah, they need it to invest more. Yeah, and even if they live in luxury, it's just their style. They have to. Some of them have to suit their status. If there are some billionaire and big businessmen like Bezos,
Yes.
would they live in a 2x4 hut like me with
No,
dogs,
Master.
people,
I
and
don't
invite
think
a
so.
guest to sleep where and stay where, talking where? They will have to have some prestige,
Yes.
luxury to show off that they're successful. So people believe them and work for them or cooperate with them or partner with them
Yes, Master.
for business. And then they will enrich their country also, not just themselves, and protect these workers so they are not jobless.
Yes.
If they're jobless, they make trouble for the government. The government has to pay them, or if they don't pay them, or if they're jobless, they're bored, they're frustrated, they feel inadequate, and they go out, get drunk and brawling around, or go into brothel, or killing people, or drugging,
Yes,
Master.
getting drunk and making trouble for the police, and making trouble for the government and the country. So the rich people, they are helping already. I told you, in the last conference. I don't want to repeat again. So you can't just rob them all off and then they have nothing more. And like in COVID, maybe their business went down. Our business went down also.
Yes.
Then they have to have something to lean on for rainy days.
Yes.
So if you rob all of them, then it's terrible. The country is all poor.
Yes.
Even Churchill, I remember he said, maybe Churchill, maybe somebody else said, you cannot make the poor rich by making the rich poor.
Oh,
So this is what Biden wanted to do.
yes, Master.
They want to take all the money that the rich have, and then they will have nothing. They become also poor.
Yes, Master.
Then they cannot take care of anyone else. They cannot have employees and pay them.
Yes.
Right.
They not only pay employees, but also tax
Yeah.
according to the law already. They're not robbing anybody, so you don't have the right to rob them. All right. Anything else? Other questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
The pro-abortion people, they argue that they have a right to get an abortion, and if we decide for them, it's like a violation of a woman's right. What does Master think about this?
Nobody has the right to kill.
Yes. Yes, Master.
That's very simple. The women have all the rights they want, but not the right to murder,
Yes.
because that's a crime
That's true.
against any law in any country.
Yes,
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 Master.
Mhm. Right. What kind of right to murder like that? Go scot-free and even paid for.
Yeah.
This is really beyond idiocy,
Yes.
Yes.
beyond evil. Only evil can do that. Only the devil can think like that and do like that
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
and lead the whole country to do that. No one in the sane mind, and just normal people don't even have to be highly moral or priest or pope or whatever.
Yes.
No one has the right to murder. Ask anybody.
Yes,
If
Master.
you call that a right, then all of them should be in jail. Because anybody who murders a child or an adult or elderly, sick people even, all go to jail.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
So why do you murder a child, a baby, and it's paid for? Isn't that evil?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's against all logic and reason,
Yes, it is, Master.
against all loving kindness and moral, any common sense even.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
If that's the case, then why not abolish all the laws? What for punishing all these prisoners?
Yes.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, they even kill adults who can defend themselves. But the baby in a womb, they cannot do anything. But they know, they get scared, they want to run, they want to hide in a corner even. Their reaction is very clear in the video.
Yeah.
In the womb, when they see the needle, they run to the top of the womb. And they react, they cry inside it. You can see some of those videos. These are wicked, evil. They should go to jail. Any mother who wants to kill her baby for no reason like that, just for convenience and for good looks, they should go to jail and they will go to hell. That is guaranteed, definite. No one can change that. And even if she repents, her sin won't be deleted. Not until she pays the whole cost. As you sow, so shall you reap.
Yes, Master.
That law never fails. All right. You happy with that?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
You agree with that?
Yes, Master.
Don't you dare not. Yeah, no one has the right to murder anyone.
Yes.
The woman has the right to protect herself from an unwanted pregnancy. A woman has the right nowadays to go out to work like a man. A woman has the right to choose her wholesome lifestyle not just fooling around with anybody and having sex at random and then get pregnant and then murder to cover up or to look good or for convenience.
Yes, Master.
They have the right to keep themselves clean, to keep themselves pure, to keep themselves good until the day they find a good man who they think they can spend the whole life with and have children with. Then that's their right. Nobody can force them to be with any man they don't like. She also has the right to seek good counsel concerning the baby so that she can preserve it until the day he or she is born. And that includes the rape case, so that then when the baby is born, she can decide whether or not she wants to give away or to keep the baby. But they don't have the right to go out and drink until they're drunk and don't know anything, get raped or have unwanted sex and then unwanted pregnancy and then murder a life for it.
That's true.
Yes.
You invite the baby into your womb. He can't just go run in there by a motorcycle or something.
Yeah, that's true.
You invited him or her, the baby.
Yes.
You invited the baby into your womb, into your life. Then you have to take the responsibility for it.
Yes, Master.
Anybody who just kills any stranger, even an old strong man, he will go to jail. Even the policeman, even if he's doing his duty a little bit overdone maybe, and kill one person. Not that he died right away under the police, he died after, a while after. And also it's reported that it's from drugs and from other underlying sickness. And he still went to jail. Mr. Chauvin, Derek, he's a policeman and he had the right to capture the person that he believed to be a bad element for society, you know? Flashing out the fake bill that he believed he's a criminal. And because people who spend fake bills may be associated with drugs and other criminals, murderers and all that, these are bad gangs. So the police believe that he has to keep him under control. He's too weak. And the policeman is smaller. Looks like he's a very big guy, according to the photo. You know, he looks big and strong.
Yes, he did.
And maybe the policeman was afraid that if he let him go, he might run.
Yes, Master.
Run away, and the police cannot deal with it, or have to shoot him instead. So instead of shooting him, he says it's safer to keep him under there with this technique.
Yes, Master.
Because he looks so strong and big, the police would not believe that he would die or anything. He did not know he had an underlying sickness, and also the drug fentanyl. This also lessened his immunity and strength. So just to make one person die afterwards, he has to go to jail for life, or at least many decades.
Yes.
And if you kill your own child or your own baby, it's paid for. What kind of hell is that? What kind of hell law is that? And if you kill your own child or your own baby, it's paid for. What kind of hell is that? What kind of hell law is that? Tell me. You understand me?
Yes, I understand.
But it's not only that. I read on the internet there's some mother, even today, some news that some mother killed her child because he was handicapped. So she thought if she freed him, it would be better because he could not walk by himself. He had some birth defect, something, some sickness that he could not walk, so she killed him. She thought she freed him from misery. And she still had to go to court and be investigated. Maybe serve a jail term. It's not decided yet, but still in custody. And another mother also killed her children because she believes that they are possessed or something like that. Still goes to jail.
Yes, Master.
But if you kill an innocent baby, a healthy and good and already well-formed baby, you kill him, her, and the government pays for it. Huh?
Yeah, gosh.
What kind of government is that? What kind of law is that? The jungle law? What? Even in the jungle, they don't have this kind of law. The tiger people, they don't kill their own babies.
Yes, Master.
Tiger, lion people, they don't do that. Even crocodile people, they don't. These are vicious, so-called beasts, yeah?
Yes.
They act better than humans. So these can only be called devils, okay?
Yes.
Evil-minded, or from hell. coming up to our world just to cause trouble, just to cause suffering, misery. So they deserve to go back to hell, at least while they are alive. Keep them in jail. So keep other people from harm's way.
Yes, Master.
Yes, very logical, no?
Yes.
You don't have to kill them, but keep them away from humans. Don't send them from one school to another so that they can molest the batch of new children, rape the new children gleefully. Or don't send from one church to another. It's the same stuff. Everywhere they have altar boys. They have girls to help. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
The volunteers, and they will have a chance to just rape anew, that's all. What kind of... This is not idiocy. This is evil.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Whoever supports it and condones it and ignores it, like Francis, the present so-called Pope, he's not worthy to be called anything except devil. Satan,
Yes, Master.
incarnate, or at least the right hand or left hand of Satan. Because humans are so wicked, that's why they're allowed to come up, these devils, or to possess people who are low level and have low moral standards. You got what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Anyway, they're devils. The devils are subordinate workers. They are not human.
Yes, Master.
They are not beasts even. They're not even worthy to be beasts.
Yes, Master.
Okay, now, all questions done or any more?
That's it, Master.
Okay, good. How many hours have I talked already?
Almost 3 hours.
No wonder I cough. Oh, I didn't break my own record yet.
No.
Last time somebody told me 4 hours.
Yes, 4 hours.
Even the transcription team feeling the weight of it, the length of it. Yeah. Okay. If you don't have any more questions, then we call it a day. Originally, I wanted to read you something from the Hadith, but then you asked the questions first, and I know you had questions, so
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
maybe next time, yeah.
Yes, Master.
Because if I read the Hadith now, even just a couple of sentences, it will be another 3 hours.
And then you'll break the record.
Yeah. World record. No, not yet.
Not yet. Save some time.
Yes. Yogananda, he talked how long? 5 hours or something? Or 2 hours, 6 hours? I can't remember. Yeah, he also talked a lot in front of the American government or something when he first came.
Okay.
Yeah. Forgot. Never mind. I don't go into the Guinness World Records yet. Maybe one day I will. And make you feel like some prawns on your seat. Sit too long, you're tired also, you know.
Yeah.
All right then, my love. Take care of yourself. If winter, if you need anything, you order it.
Yes, Master. We know. Thank you.
You have everything you need anyway, right?
Yes, we do,
Except
Master.
a girlfriend
We don't need.
or a wife. Actually, all the nuns, they say they're married to Jesus.
Yeah.
They don't say they're bachelor.
It's true.
And I don't know who the priests are supposed to marry to. So they just go rape children, huh? Oh, this is beyond shame. Okay, I don't start on that. Otherwise, I don't know what else I would say. Okay, my love, we call it a day, huh?
Okay,
And
Master.
we go back to our work, okay?
Yes, Master.
It's not like a day yet, actually. It's only a beginning. Eh? What is that? What is this hour now?
12:41, almost 1 a.m. Past midnight.
In the morning?
12:41. Yeah.
Oh,
a.m.
early morning, you
Early
mean?
morning. Very early morning.
I thought this is 4 o'clock afternoon because my clock doesn't say a.m., p.m.
No.
Oh, man. Oh, I rob you of your sleep. Oh,
Master.
what a cruel world, eh? And I even told you we go back to work. Oh, man.
No, we do still.
I will, myself.
And so
I'm not
will
sure about you, okay?
We will.
Can you still bear this old woman?
Yes, Master.
We love
it's
Master.
It's a privilege.
I guess you still can, huh?
Thank you for your time and sharing your secrets with us.
Yeah. I thought maybe it helps somebody if
Yeah.
they become vegan and benevolent.
Yeah.
Then they will be spared of pain and anguish. Yes, because COVID, even if you recover, you had to be in the hospital for some time.
Yes.
And they put all kinds of tubes into your nose, your throat, and incubate you into a small little square plastic.
Yeah.
You know, see-through plastic square box.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a breathing box or something like that, and all the tip around you and on your hand, IV,
Yeah.
your fingers, some other stuff,
Yeah.
and maybe your chest, your body, your stomach, whatever they have to do to save your life. It's suffering to be in a hospital like that.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
And even if you have mild COVID, they still treat you until you get better. And then you lay next to another patient who may have very heavy COVID, and maybe you are so infected again and
Oh.
in the
Yeah.
hospital, and then you might not recover.
Yeah, true.
It's not fun, huh?
No.
This COVID, they are out to get people. They want to get all the people. Now you know, okay, huh? It's not like you get COVID and you might get treatment and recover. Not necessarily. Many people die. In America alone, it's 800,000+ already.
Yes,
Yes,
that's right,
Master.
Master.
And many other countries we don't count yet. In China, thousands are infected. After they declare zero already, they were, before I remember Wuhan, Wuhan, the area that the COVID was supposed to originate, they opened again already. Everybody went there to celebrate even. From other cities, they went there to show the world that it's all clean, all clear. And then they made sure that it's zero COVID. And then, boom,
Wow.
again several times. I mean, now several thousands are infected. And 800,000, the people in America, the experts say this undercounted already.
Oh.
Because sometimes they die quickly, then they classify it as the flu or something like that. They don't have time to check everybody, especially the dead, you see?
Yes, Master.
All hospitals, most hospitals are overwhelmed already.
Yes.
And if another COVID variant comes out, I don't know if the doctors and the nurses can survive to even heal you. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
They work day and night. They are exhausted.
Yeah.
And they're very depressed also. That doesn't help them. Depressed because they see people dying like that every day. And they feel powerless, feel guilty also,
Yes.
and feel angry and frustrated at the same time. And sometimes they go crazy.
Yeah.
And then also the vaccine mandate, I think they stop now. Too many people quit. And some people don't want the vaccine mandate because they worry about the consequences long term. So they just quit their jobs, and the less doctors, less nurses, the more patients.
Yeah.
Oh.
Already a lot of patients and understaffed, and there are more patients now even.
Yes.
Because the Omicron is spreading too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
70 times more than Delta, and Delta was already a terror. Even if they say Omicron affects mildly,
Yes.
but still need to be hospitalized and treated mildly because they saw some worse cases, but that doesn't mean mildly. They could die anytime. And even if they're mild but hospitalized, people are short of staff everywhere.
Yes.
Yes.
Doctors are exhausted. Nurses are with low morale. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
How
yes,
long can they cope with it, even if Omicron is milder than Delta?
Yeah.
But just today I read something that the WHO warned people that is very serious.
Yes.
Something like that. You probably read in the news, okay? Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
I probably captured the headline and sent it to you already, but I can't remember the exact words now. But it's not something that you could smile and hope for.
That's right.
I keep telling people, nobody listens to me. Too little people listen to me. I don't know, do they want to wait until most of the world people die before they listen? Before they go vegan? You turn to the better direction, to the right direction or not? What for? They just cling onto that piece of meat. My God, without meat you won't die.
Yeah, it's true.
We are the example.
Yes.
And many of our disciples are the example. Millions of people who are vegan, they won't die.
That's right.
So what's wrong, even if you are not used to it, the taste? But when you're hungry, you will like anything, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right, my God. I talk too much, God. Forgive me if I say anything wrong. Okay, loving. Ciao, ciao.
Good night, Master. Thank
Good
you,
morning.
Master.
Oh, good night.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah, good morning.
Vegan, see you in heaven.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.